fans, and welcome to Wrestling Gab. It's
Hello.
Monday, and that means it's time for Monday Night Raw. Thanks for hanging out with us. That's Dalitha. I'm Travis, and this is Wrestling Gab. We're here.
Yeah, and it's 3:16.
Yeah, it's 3:16, so we get to see some Austin. I don't know how many people are going to be in the crowd tonight. Probably more in our crowd than WWE's crowd, because that's how it was on Friday. So I'm assuming since they are in the Performance Center, it's going to be the exact same
Crowdless.
way.
Sweet, crowdless.
Why
Yeah.
isn't it on here?
I don't know. Why isn't it on there?
It should be. Boom!
Maybe I just need to be redone.
I don't know. Is it on yours?
Yeah, it shows up there.
Boom. Oh, just hit the play button. There we go. You look like you have a nice rack on top of your face.
Ha 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 ha.
Mine's this cool little tie that's ginormous. Should I talk like this the whole night? Because it looks pretty cool.
Anyways, we've got people in the chat. We've got Aaron in the chat. Hey, Aaron. We've got Larry in the chat. Hi, Larry. We've got Walter in the chat. It says he'll be a little late to stream, so I don't know if he's late now or if he's going to be early or what's happening. We've got Matthew Meditz in the chat. Hey, Matthew. Nice to see you in the chat tonight. Looks like you guys have been talking to yourselves, amongst yourselves. Sonic, we've got Sonic in the chat. Hi, Sonic. And let's see, who else we got? We got Ayla in the chat. Hey, Ayla.
Ayla.
And we got Thor in the chat. Hey, Thor.
Hey, there's Thor.
We've got
How you doing, boss?
Blythe Winchester in the chat.
Blythe.
Hello, Blythe. And we've got Luke in the chat.
There's
Hi, Luke. And let's see, is that it? Are we good? Ayla is laughing at my stuff and says, hey, cute Dalitha. Yeah. And we've got The Fiend in the chat. Hey, The Fiend, nice to see you.
But I did wear my tie, so we're good.
Right?
Do you want to wear the tie?
No, you can wear it. Matthew
should've worn
says, Travis,
my
make a
kilt."
headband with it because Stone Cold said so.
Right? But I got a hat on.
So
It's a
we've
Von
got
Dutch
the peeps
trucker
out
hat.
there talking about stuff. So Thor is saying it stinks that my wrestling gets pushed back. Ugh. Right?
I'm sure.
Yeah, it's gonna be that way for a while. Walter's back in the chat. Whether
Walter.
was back from saying he was gonna be late. Says, hey, Talitha. Hello.
Here we go. Starting the show out. Austin 3:16.
Aaron wants to know if he can have your hat
That's Edge.
and that he loves you. No homo.
No homo.
No homo. Walter's like, Tuesday is St. Patty's Day. Right, but we won't be here Tuesday because we don't have shows on Tuesday.
No shows on Tuesdays.
So we're doing a little St. Patty's Day early.
That's us dancing in the middle, right below.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they dance like that in Ireland.
I have no idea. You'll have to ask Luke. He's over there. He should know.
Oh, let's roll that footage.
Ooh, more footage.
Recap.
Recap of
Last
last Monday when he came back.
He RKO'd Randy
And he
Orton.
looked like he was on crack the whole night.
He probably snorted right before he drove.
Probably. Would not surprise
Makes you more
me.
alert when you're driving. Squirrel.
Thor's like, here I am, rock you like a hurricane. And Larry's like, yes, everything is getting postponed. Matthew is asking if Stone Cold is coming out. That's what we've heard. That's the rumors.
Yeah, he's going to be here.
Sometime tonight.
And they're even showing it on the little sign. It says Austin, or it doesn't say Austin. It just says 3:16.
The Fiend saying, Sonic wanted me to ask you, Dalitha, did you like that post he had on Instagram? He did it to make fun of Travis. And I take it that was the Sonic the Hedgehog and the fox. I can't remember.
What does a fox do?
Anyways, on there, and yeah, it was me that commented on it, by the way. Laugh with some fire. Walter's like, Dalitha, nice green stuff, funny, Travis, cool hat and tie.
Boom. It's ginormous. This is bigger than my head.
Matthew says, great news. TNA is not impacted by the virus yet.
It's a joke. TNA Impact Wrestling.
The Map Crow is in the chat. Hey, the Map Crow says, you two look like you missed Christmas, red and green. Right?
I was thinking of not wearing the red for that reason.
Okay.
Then I was like, it's fine. It's Raw.
Thor's like, Aaron, let's not cancel WWE shows. It's only sports left to entertain us.
That and UFC. I watched some UFC without crowds on Saturday.
Yeah, we did.
Lord.
It was like you watched
watching the pre-show.
Pre-show the whole time, even for the main event. It was
like
weird.
You could hear the trainers clapping. Like
it was pretty cool though. Luke says the reason Paige was not at SmackDown was travel issues. Is that it? Is that the one?
Yeah, everybody got redirected because they were supposed to be in Detroit.
And WWE decided to not bring her back until it was live, so her flight issues didn't even matter. Nice. We also have Melissa Ramirez in the chat. Hey, Melissa Ramirez, and says, what happened on Raw? Well, right now,
nothing. Edge just came out.
Edge coming out and talking.
And that's where we're at.
Gave us a little update of what happened last Monday. Last Monday, he beat the
crap out of Randy Orton.
Yeah, he beat the crap out of Randy Orton. Other than that, we thought maybe they'd kind of play it out the whole time, but they really didn't. So it was kind of weird.
Now we got Edge in the ring, giving us a little bit more of what's happening.
Right.
So we're kind of listening
in. Let's see. Looks like, and apparently she might be coming back to manage Nia when she returns. So she's not really going to be wrestling. She's just coming out to manage.
No, I don't think she's going to wrestle.
Walter's like, I heard WrestleMania 36 will be in the Performance Center with a no crowd. Yeah, Aaron kind of mentioned something about that also. Matthew said, I heard that.
Vince is just waiting on Tampa Bay to say no. That's all he's waiting for. Once Tampa Bay says no, then they can go ahead and plan on it at the Performance Center. But that way he gets to cash in on his insurance policy.
Right.
And he doesn't have to give the money back to Tampa. If he cancels it, he has to give the money back to Tampa for their bid, and he won't be able to cash in his insurance. So he's just got to wait for Tampa to say no.
Right.
And if Tampa doesn't say no, then we'll have WrestleMania live in Tampa Bay.
The Map Crow is like, Stone Cold would give Stone Cold Stunner to Kevin Owens. Book it. Ooh.
That would be interesting to see.
Larry says, Travis, the NWA has postponed the Crockett Cup and the April episodes of Power.
So many things are being canceled right now. It's hard.
Yeah. Matthew's like, Map Crow, you're brilliant. And Aaron's like, I hate how Vince still wants to do Mania. The Fiend prediction. Stone Cold will come out and tell Seth Rollins that he will be facing Kevin Owens.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what is going to happen. Maybe that's what he's going to do.
Right.
Come out and just announce a WrestleMania match.
True. Walter's like, Austin 316 Day, Stone Cold on Raw tonight. True that, Walter. You know it. And Thor's like Cinderella says, don't know what you got till it's gone. And Vladimir's like, no fans, Raw. Nope. They did it on
no fans.
Friday, too, for SmackDown.
Empty crowd.
And we've got Hellraiser in our chat. Hey, Hellraiser says, hi, guys. Yeah. Nice look. Congrats. Thanks.
Yeah.
The Map Crow says, no problem. Just call me late to dinner. Matthew, haha. Let's see. Aaron says he can't go nowhere outside his house.
What, you're on lockdown in California? I wonder how the drug dealers are going to get drugs to people.
I have no idea, but Melissa Ramirez says hi. Hi, Melissa Ramirez. Thor says Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins, special guest referee Stone Cold.
How was everybody's weekend?
Yeah, how was
it a good weekend
for
everybody? Besides all the unicorn sprinkles going on across the United States.
Right, unicorn sprinkles.
Lots going on. You just got to get used to not being used to things.
Right. So Walter's like, NXT WWE Wednesday, no crowd, right?
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be a crowd there.
I don't think they're going to have a crowd either.
Most everywhere is getting rid of crowds. Even the high school games are no crowds.
Yeah, if they even continue them. And Aaron's been like, Stone Cold is coming out. And he's like, never mind, nobody gets the joke. And he's like, of the closet, Aaron? And Aaron's like, yes. And Matthew's like, LMFAO to AA. Luke says, Travis, a lot of things here are closed, but the government has declared that gas stations, grocery stores, and pubs will stay open.
Keep the pubs open.
But have police presence for security and crowd control. Got to keep those pubs open for all those people.
Even in Italy, they keep them open. The whole country's on lockdown, and they're like, but the pubs are cool. Like, you can just stay, you have to stay like 6 feet away from people. They're like, okay, you can't be within 6 feet of anybody, but you can go drink.
Right. Let's see. Melissa's asking again what happened on Raw, but we kind of answered that.
Yeah, she probably heard us by now. Right now, we just got Edge talking, and he is super upset at Randy Orton. They're still building it up to WrestleMania, so WrestleMania is still on tap.
Yeah, they're still working at it, so...
As long as a wrestler doesn't get sick.
He writes the story.
Yeah, as long as a wrestler doesn't get sick, Edge's story that's written will come true at WrestleMania. Once one wrestler gets sick, it's done.
Right. And it's like, so who's the heel on this? Is it Edge or Randy? And Luke's like, Randy is technically the heel.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's Randy.
And the Map Crow says, drugs to people, it's America, babe.
They can be used in the post office.
Right? Ayla's like, Ozzy and I are sick again. Ew, gross. You got icky colds?
What you got this time?
What is it? Aaron's like, they changed the name of the Twist of Fate.
Look at that 18-wheeler. It's the man. Last kicker.
It's the last kicker.
That is sick.
It's earlier today.
I've never wanted a semi more in my life. And I grew up wanting one of those. They better make that a Matchbox car.
Right? Have it out there for people. Larry's like, I stayed at home and did not do much of anything, Travis. That's kind of what we did. We stayed home and didn't really do much of anything either. Vladimir says,
she's driving it.
Oh, wow. She has her CDL license?
No, there's probably somebody else in there. They went around slowly without showing.
So she wasn't driving it. Somebody else was driving it for her.
For the illusion of the show, it doesn't matter. She was driving.
Oh, okay.
She looks different. She get a suntan or something? That's awesome, though. Come on, that's sick. She just pulled up in a freaking 18-wheeler.
Yes, it's very awesome.
She's like, I got my rig outside. Her and Stone Cold are going to do something together.
Yeah. Aren't they besties?
I don't know. Her and The Rock did something together when The Rock came.
Yes.
So I could see her and Stone Cold doing something
and
together.
She's like besties with what's-his-face? What's the other guy that does all the... takes them out and does stuff with them.
Randy, yeah, Stone Cold.
Is that who it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did a thing in there.
Oh, yeah, they did that in his little car, and they drove around his ranch and all that.
Yeah, they went in his car, and then they had a little...
Yeah, he had like a 91 Honda Prelude or something, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like a 2000 Honda.
Yeah, or something. It was his mom's car or something.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
It's like a Ford Focus or Ford Taurus or something. But then they went back and did a little match in a ring or something like that to show she was the man or something. Anyways, Larry's told us he stayed home. Vladimir says, I heard Triple H, he's saying Nia Jax returning and CM Punk WrestleMania 36.
Let's see it.
I
want to see it. First of all, I want to just see WrestleMania at this point.
Right?
Like every day, things change so drastically in our world that it's like, what's happening? What's happening?
Matthew says, I went to the store on Saturday and I was laughing at people hoarding TP. No more than groups of 10, right? Too funny.
At least you still had TP. I don't even know if we still have it in our city.
Luke's like, well, to be fair, Ireland's main businesses are pubs, right? Walter's like, I'm doing good, washing hands and working. Fantastic. The Map Crow says, question, so if it's not standing room only tonight, is it really sitting room only? Aaron's like, what are they going to do when the raptor comes? Are people going to panic then? The rapture?
The rapture? No, everybody just disappears. That's good. So we wouldn't even know what happened.
Yeah, they wouldn't even know. Matthew says, I'm telling you, flamethrowers, right? Melissa says, it's going to be Randy Orton versus Edge at WrestleMania. It's what it's looking like, pretty much.
Exciting, too.
Aaron's like, I need a beer. And Matthew's like, LOL, Luke, is that racist?
A beer?
No. Aaron said I need a bear.
Rapture.
And LL's like, Luke, is that racist? About saying, well, to be fair, Ireland's main businesses are pubs.
Oh.
No, that's stereotyping. It's kind of different.
It's a little different.
White racism. And Aaron's mad because his vapor's out of juice. Good. Vladimir's like, The Undertaker and AJ Styles. Probably will see that at WrestleMania too.
What?
Aaron's like,
We still got like 20,
Becky has
20
a
days?
diesel truck. That is dope.
It is dope.
Luke's like, no, Matthew, I live here and I can 100% say it's true. The culture here is based around socializing and drinking. And Melissa wants to know, what's better, Raw or SmackDown?
I'm going to go out on a limb and say Raw. I wish it was a little shorter, but I just like it
like their
a little
storylines and stuff better that they pull?
Yeah. I like the wrestlers better right now, too.
Yeah.
Just for the fact that, I mean, we just watched SmackDown. I get it. They probably only had like maybe 8 people because they played highlights of the Elimination Chamber instead of actual matches. And come to find out, it was just because there was nobody there. But still,
Weird.
I feel like they could have done more.
Walter's like, Becky Lynch, cool truck, right? And Ayla's like, Matthew, like that movie, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Flamethrower. Haven't seen that movie yet. And we've got Jaden Plays in the chat. Hey, Jaden Plays. He said, wait, is it St. Patrick's Day? I live in Ireland and I don't even know. No.
Well, it might be for you.
Well, it might be for you. It might be the 17th already.
Right. I don't know. What time is it? Because here it is tomorrow. It's in a few hours. We're 6 hours away.
Right. Matthew's laughing. You're in Ireland? I was also just playing. There is a good margin with alcohol. Aaron's like, at least we don't have to hear booze. That makes it the best, though. Melissa, here, I'll help you. Boo! Boo! Boo!
This isn't happening, is it?
This is the Royal Rumble 2020. Are they going to show some Royal Rumble stuff? They're not even going to show what we want to see. They're like, no, you don't want to see them. They're going to
show the Royal Rumble match.
Oh my God.
Right now. The whole match. It's an hour long.
Oh my God. Holy crap, that's funny.
Oh, shit. Buckle up.
Ah.
So, Raw is doing exactly what SmackDown did, but they're going to show the Royal Rumble male match. So, here comes Brock Lesnar.
We all know what happens.
Holy crap.
Melissa's like, I'm sad I can't watch Raw.
Well, you might not be sad now.
Yeah, it's
Because
you're not missing much.
As of right now, they're blowing the first hour on the Royal Rumble.
Right? We've got Zoe Trent in the chat. Hey, Zoe. Says, I call on Becky's semi-truck entrance in 2K21 if there is a 2K21.
Holy crap.
Right? Luke's like, Becky and Stone Cold already did a skit on Stone Cold podcast and a trailer for WrestleMania. She gave him a stunner, LOL. Right?
So here comes Brock Lesnar. We got some Royal Rumble highlights.
Thor's like, how about some riddles? Round one. Oops, did I break that? I don't care. I'm a badass man with a motherfucker fucking plan. So what you gonna do when I come for you and you'll be snapped and stunned, my dude?
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Steve Austin. Aaron's like, I heard a rumor Sting might come back. Walter's like, on this Friday SmackDown, no crowd this week. Exactly.
No crowd on SmackDown, no crowd on Raw, and they're doing highlights of old stuff, so that maybe wrestlers didn't make it, but they would have had to have some sort of notice. They're cutting a whole hour out of the show. Why don't they just cut an hour out of the show?
Right? They're like, well, we can't because we're booked at USA for 3 hours, so we're just going to use this as our stuff. Oh, all right.
So the first hour is going to be the Royal Rumble match. Elias is the number 2 entrance.
Yeah.
I have all this written down.
Right? Where is that information?
It's on my paper.
Aaron's like, people are pushed that Thunder Liger is in the Hall of Fame because people are saying he only worked 1 match.
I don't remember.
And the Map Crow says, bring back Tuesday Night Titans, the old WWF talk show, a.k.a. Tonight Show format. Maybe.
Here we go. I got this whole match written down, so.
All right.
I don't have to do any thinking.
Right.
I'm not even going to be surprised who's the next entrant.
Luke's letting Jaden know that St. Patrick's Day is tomorrow on Tuesday. Melissa says, I feel like Ronda Rousey is going to return and beat up Bayley for the Spectrum Women's Champion SmackDown.
That would be cool. I'd be okay with that. I don't mind when Ronda's around. She helps the women's division tremendously.
Right. And then she said her and Ozzy probably just have a common cold. And Ayla says, we don't, Travis, at least none that I've seen of toilet paper. So.
Have it in town.
Have it in town.
Got to use the phone book.
And Jaden's like, oh, tomorrow. Luke's like, I'm American, but I live here. My lady is Irish. And Melissa says, do you think Drew McIntyre is going to win against Brock Lesnar?
You know, I don't know. It's hard to tell. I would say yes, that they'll start pushing Drew like that. But at the same time, it's really going to depend on how the crowd reacts.
Right.
But as of now, I would assume that Drew is the favorite.
Cool.
We are 20 days away. That's a long time in this world right now.
Right? 20 days is a long time. And then, let's see, we have Celestia in the chat. Hey, Celestia, saying hello, every pony. The Map Crow says, if Edge is back and Goldberg came back, Sting will definitely be back, especially since he had only that limited run before the injury. Possibly. Matthew Medis is like, I got a 9-pack of Charmin Super Strong and every roll is like 4. I have the good stuff. $10 a roll. Don't tell people that.
You better have ammunition to keep it.
Get your flamethrower out.
Don't be doing anything like that. I'm just teasing.
Matthew says, I want to move to Australia.
Why? There's no teepee there.
They don't have toilet paper either, even though they make it there. And Walter's like, I like the St. Patty's Day logo. Little men dancing. Melissa says, do you know the Unicorn Sprinkles cancel WrestleMania in Tampa?
It has not canceled it yet.
Yeah.
So we'll find out this Thursday. Last Thursday, they decided to go on through with it, but they said they'll,
wait for
a week.
More information. Luke says, Aaron, these people need to shut up because he was a star in WCW, so he'll go to the Hall of Fame. And Walter's booing Lesnar, and Larry's like, trivia time? Yes, after I get caught up in chat. The Map Crow, it's after midnight in Ireland. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah,
right? Walter's like, trivia time. Why Royal Rumble? Right? Matthew Menace says, all of you suckers with the subscriptions, I would much rather watch Stone Cold drink beer for 3 hours. Luke's like, actually, them showing the Rumble will actually expose the casual fans to a big pay-per-view event, which can help attract more viewers. Very true.
Yeah.
And Aaron.
So number 3 is going to be Eric Rowan. I'm going to ruin it for everybody at
Just
home.
so everybody knows. Luke's told Aaron to stop, and then he deleted him or timed him out. So.
Already?
Yeah. Come on. The Map Crow says WWE mailing in the first hour of Raw.
Absolutely just gave up on it. Hopefully they have something planned for the second hour.
Right.
Because Becky was there. Stone Cold's there. Edge is there.
Right. Jaden says, Irish stereotypes are leprechauns, beer, and Tato crisps. If you don't know what Tato or Cadbury, you've been living under the sea, under the sea. Imagine me saying that with a Jamaican accent. Under the sea. Under the sea. Wish you could be. I don't know what Tato crisps are, but I guess they're like potato chips. That's what I'm guessing, or French fries. And then Cadbury is what I know of is chocolate. Very yummy chocolate.
Eric's already eliminated.
All right. Stone Cold is correct, Thor said. Yay, we got it. Luke said, Map Crow, they have to mail it in. They can't really do much. Larry says, any updates about AEW?
None, except for that they're planning on going through with it. It's just going to be in an empty stadium also, I believe.
Yes. Melissa wants to shout out. Yes. Hello, Melissa Ramirez.
Melissa.
Nice to see you in our chat tonight. And the Map Crow says, point taken, Luke. Thor says, I forgot who won. No one spoiled this. I want to watch it. Thor. Crap. Aaron's like, all right, I'm back.
How can you forget who won?
We have more chatters tonight, so Aaron, you have to slow way down. Matthew says, there is a food truck down the road that sells Irish nachos. Is that like corned beef, sauerkraut, potato skins, and beer?
Bye.
I'm an ignorant American. That's actually pretty funny.
It's glorious.
And
glorious.
Then Ayla's like, what is a phone book? Right? We've got Narrator Games in the chat. Hey, Narrator Games. Says, oh my god, I do not want to watch the Royal Rumble all again.
It's the whole thing, too. It's literally an
the
hour.
The whole hour of whatever this match is. The Royal Rumble match. Is that what it is?
It is. It's the men's Royal Rumble match. Maybe they'll do the women's next. It will take up 2 hours.
Right? Aaron's like, why is my fiance yelling at me? And Ayla said, I can't imagine, Aaron. Luke laughed. Walter's like, I guess the Raw wrestlers are getting ready backstage, don't know what's going on. Maybe they don't. Matthew says, WG, who should be the main event? Taker versus AJ, Fiend versus Cena, Reigns versus Goldberg, or Bailey versus Lynch? Or Baszler versus Lynch?
Oh, I mean, you can't go wrong with the girls, right? They did it last year. But I would say Lesnar and McIntyre. Daddy's give it away. Who won this? That's what I was worried about. Because somebody said don't give it away.
That was Thor that asked not to give it away.
Was he teasing?
He said he hasn't watched it, so I'm guessing no.
But he's been watching wrestling. Commercial break.
Anyways, Larry's like, today at the local Sam's Club, they sold out of TP in 3 hours. Why does that not surprise me? Vladimir says Seth Rollins versus Kevin Owens when Kevin pins Seth and CM Punk returns WrestleMania. And Aaron's like, I already knew who comes out. And Aaron's like, I lost my voice while he was there at the Royal Rumble. And Luke's telling him to stop. And he's like, I'm trying not to. And we have Tom in the chat. Hey, Tom.
Hey, Tom.
And he's like, hey, y'all.
Watching
Matthew
the Royal
says,
Rumble.
Travis, when Keith Lee, bask in his glory, comes out and Braun is next, call that, please.
Right.
Aaron wants a shout out. Hey, Aaron. Nice to see you in our chat tonight, buddy.
Aaron. He's like, I want a shout out.
We talk
I've only
about
been in
you
there
all
for
the
6
time.
months.
Jada's like, have you ever had the crisp sandwich?
No.
No. What is a crisp sandwich? Such a great spot with big men, Matthew says. Oop. And why is my Calavera?
Yeah, we gotta just wait for the commercials to get by.
And Luke's like, sauerkraut is German. Right? It's cabbage.
That's fermented.
Cabbage that's fermented is either Korean or German. But cabbage that is not fermented, that is cooked with meats, is Irish.
They probably fermented it too. I mean, if they fermented beer, fermented food's so good for you. As long as you don't pasteurize it.
Right. Melissa wants to know, do you like AEW?
I do like AEW. I like both WWE and AEW. WWE's a little bit more like a show, like a TV show.
Right.
And AEW is a little bit more just towards the wrestling, kind of like NXT. But I like both, for sure.
Aaron's upset because he has to sit in his house and do nothing.
Why do you have to sit in your house?
The map crow says, spoiler alert, the Hayati kid, Haiti, the Haiti kid wins the Royal Rumble. Haiti.
Boom.
Okay. Larry's letting Melissa know he likes AEW right now. Aaron says New Jersey is on lockdown, Cali, which is where I'm at, and a couple of more states. They're not on lockdown.
I have not read anything where they've made you stay home.
They're
recommending
recommending that you stay at home if you do not have to go out and practice social distancing. That doesn't mean that you can't go outside.
Just
if
stay
you
6
want
feet away
to.
from the next person. If you see
And
somebody,
don't cough and sneeze on people, and don't have them cough and sneeze on you.
if they get within 6 feet of you, you super kick them.
And freaking wash your hands.
And
Just
your
don't
feet.
be gross.
Take your shoes off at the door and then wash your hands.
Narrator Game says, here's a joke. I gave my seat on the bus to a blind person. That's how I lost my job as a bus driver. Aaron's going to move to Canada. All right, you go, buddy. Larry's like, LOL at MapCrow. And MapCrow's like, LOL, unemployed bus driver. We've got Harry in the chat. Hey, Harry. Nice to see you in the chat, bud.
Hey, boss.
Says, happy St. Patrick's Day. Also, howdy. It's tomorrow, but we're doing stuff today because we won't be on here tomorrow.
Yeah, we won't be here tomorrow, and we don't want to do it a day late.
Luke's like, how many shout-outs does one person need? 284.2. Just so
That's
you know.
for averaging.
Aaron's like, have you ever had a tuna sandwich or a knuckle sandwich? No.
I've had both.
It's like, Aaron, I've had both.
Morrison already eliminated. He didn't last but 5 seconds.
2 seconds. Luke's like, yes, but don't call it sauerkraut here or you'll start a riot. Yeah, it's just boiled cabbage. It's not sauerkraut. It's literally boiled cabbage.
I love cabbage, and I'm sitting here going,
I know. Yeah. You do. I'm just saying that's what they call them. Aaron's got to go, though, because he's got to take care of his sick fiance. Okay, Aaron, have a good night.
We get to see Kofi Kingston back here in a second.
What? Larry's like, Haiti kid is a little person. I don't know why that word is so dumb. Jaden, I love how some Americans celebrate St. Patrick's, but no Irish people celebrate the 4th of July. Why would you celebrate the 4th of July as an Irish person if you're in Ireland?
Well, if you're an American in Ireland, you would, because it stands for independence. It's when we beat Ireland, or not Ireland, when we beat England to get our independence, which is funny because the Irish hate the English. So you think they would celebrate
They'd be like, we celebrate all the shit about independence and beating up the goddamn English bastards. Melissa's like, it's raining. Well, that sucks. And it's like, no one is on actual lockdown. It's all self-lockdowns, right, Ayla? Matthew's like, can I get a shout out for my cigarette? Another shout out for my mixed drink. A big shout out for medical marijuana. A ginormous shout out for Wrestling Gavin. Oh, and then, hell yeah for Austin. Did you get that? Okay, so Matthew wants a shout out for a cigarette. Hey, cigarette!
We don't support that. We don't support smoking.
Don't smoke.
It's bad for the coronavirus.
Another shout out for my mixed drink. Hey, mixed drink.
I can do that one.
How are you tonight, mixed drink?
Go.
Mixed drink.
Long Island iced tea. I don't know what it is.
A big shout out for medical marijuana.
Yeah. Yay.
Hey, medical marijuana.
Drugs are good.
When they help people.
Well, medical.
And a journal shout out for Wrestling Gab. Hey, Wrestling Gab. How are you doing tonight?
Shout out to us. Yay.
Woo. Harry's like, is this just the Royal Rumble rerun?
It is the whole thing. From start to finish.
Start to finish, it's happening.
I won't give you any spoilers.
The map crow's laughing at Larry, little person. You got that. Luke's like, has anyone else noticed that the world is now resembling the beginning of a Stephen King novel with social distancing and possible martial law in places?
Yep, it is. It's a macrocosm of everybody's anxiety.
Larry's like, it is true.
It is.
It is.
If people weren't anxious as human beings, then this wouldn't be happening. To be honest, if we didn't know that this was happening, nobody would know that this was happening.
Exactly.
That's the only reason we know that this is happening is because they released it. If we didn't know, nobody would even be worried right now.
And even when they did have
you would just think it was a bad flu.
Right? Well, and even when they did have news programs that told you information that was happening around the world, it wasn't like it is nowadays where every single person regurgitates everything that they hear on social media.
And then they play it out like, oh, we're all going to die.
Yeah. So, I mean, in all reality, it's like fear-mongering at its worst.
Yeah, the social media has just absolutely amped this up.
And I'm not saying social media is bad. I'm just saying that social media is kind of evil in its own way for what it pertains
for doing what it's doing and emptying out stores and all that. That's the devil.
Yeah. Larry thinks that cabbage and cornbread is the best.
Corn, beef, and cabbage.
Nope, cornbread.
Cornbread and cabbage.
Yes. And Ayla's like together, Larry? Right? Yeah, I'm kind of curious about that too. And he said yes to Ayla about that. And I'm going to say no. Narrator says, here's another. The last words my grandpa said before he died was, stop shaking the ladder, idiot. And Matthew's letting Luke know, don't talk conspiracies. Right? Luke also said, because the 4th is an actual American holiday. Right?
Right.
Mapker says, so Luke, what you might be saying in wrestling terms, the world is a work and not a shoot.
Exactly.
And I was like, Luke says, I'm not talking conspiracies, Matthew.
Here we go. Who comes out after Ray? Ooh, Big E.
Right. Matthew's laughing. Jaden said a whole bunch of stuff but deleted all of his messages. Anyways, Luke said there are some countries and cities actually bringing military in. Yeah.
Yep, it wouldn't be surprised. They'll bring in the National Guard here pretty soon.
They've done it to some places.
To help police.
They did it in New York, where the outbreak is in that certain suburb in New York or wherever. They actually did bring in, they did bring in the National Guard, mostly to keep people from, like, doing stuff your dad's. Hey, if you're supposed to be in quarantine, you're supposed to be in quarantine.
See, New York's basically already banned guns. It'll be harder for them to do that in Texas, and
yeah,
that's when you sit back, grab your popcorn, and say, "Let's see what they do in Texas."
Right.
Look at Big E.
Matthew's
Look at the
like,
power.
Luke, Agenda 21. Matthew says, cities are collectives. Harry says, Travis, you wanted us to point out your typos so you can fix them, right?
Oh,
If
no.
so, before the stream starts, it says, live Steam strats soon, LOL. That's awesome.
No, it doesn't. Really?
I have no idea. I've never looked at it. That's pretty funny if it does. It says live stream, but it strats soon instead of starts. So the starts is wrong. So he does have stream correct, but starts is spelled incorrectly. Yes. Strats.
Boom.
Well, you know, we wanted to be some stratting along there.
It's for stratisfaction.
Matthew's like, the power of the internet. I don't trust the government one bit. Fear-mongering, ISD, horrible. Matthew's like, anti-social media is the devil. Looks like I said, the world panicking over this because of fear in social media is something out of a Stephen King novel.
It is.
Walter said, Biggie coming out, Biggie leaving. I'm kidding. I don't know. Is he still in there?
No.
Is he gone?
I think everybody's out.
He finally got everybody out again.
Yep.
Matthew's like, soft programming, it's crazy. Check out the global reset. Shakespeare said the world is a stage.
Woo.
Matthew said, New Rochelle, New York. Mapcrow said, New Rochelle, New York. Yeah, that place. Ayla said, if this kills Betty White, I'm going to be mad. Right? I know. It's like, she needs to be protected at all costs.
She needs to live to 100.
Right? Along with Grandma Fern. Larry says, I forgot you guys aren't from the South. Cabbage and cornbread is one of the best meals ever. Well, it doesn't mean that we don't like cornbread, and it doesn't mean we don't like cabbage, but where we come from, it's potatoes.
Yes, sir.
Our big thing is taters. Here's like, not steam, it says stream, but starts is misspelled. My bad. You're fine. It looks like, yeah, Larry, definitely nowhere near the South. Well, kind of. South part of the state.
I think Idaho thinks that it's part of the South, though. Honestly.
Sometimes I do have to wonder about
you'll have rebel
our
flags
state.
on trucks and stuff. You're like, wait a second. We're not even
are
close
we?
to the
Are
South.
we in Georgia?
Is this South Carolina?
Where are we? Dude, seriously. Please talk with all your teeth in your face. Thank you. I'm kidding. That's stereotyping. That's not true.
It's fine.
Walter says on Tuesday he's cooking chili. Sweet. We're going to Walter's house on Tuesday.
Walter's having a party.
Walter's having a chili party. I'm going to Walter's house on Tuesday.
Social distancing. We'll be there, but we have to stand 6 feet away from you.
Arm length. Narrator Games is like, I just subscribed to you guys. So
awesome.
Awesome.
I see. I should have told you to earlier. I'm not very good at saying the whole subscribe stuff, so I just have it blinking on the screen.
Right.
Do you see how big it is now? I made it bigger.
That's crazy.
It's like an alarm.
Too funny.
Yeah, we just try to keep everybody calm in this moment of terror.
Matthew's like, Biggie Langston is such a beast. I have always loved watching him perform. Biggie launches himself and flies during his splashes.
I honestly wish that they would make him a champion.
Right?
It kind of bugs me that they're wasting him.
That they just use him for being part of a group.
And goofy.
Yeah. True. The Map Crow says, Betty White is an American treasure. True that. Larry says, actually, I'm eating black-eyed peas and cornbread and fried chicken legs.
I liked her in The Proposal.
Right? As his grandma.
Lake Placid, or whatever it's called.
Oh.
Placid.
Lake Placid, where she was like, oh, he's all right. The ginormous crocodile eats people. Matthew says, I have nothing against cabbage. I just came for Stone Cold Steve Austin. Looks like, so I learned how to make cheese and mashed potato filled chicken breast and turkey. So damn delicious.
I seen that. They take the breast, they cut them open, and then they stuff them, and then they put it back.
With mashed potatoes and cheese?
Just cheese. That wasn't a mashed potato.
Oh.
Just the cheese and the chicken.
He's saying he learned how to make cheese and mashed potato filled chicken breasts.
Oh, wow. That's cool. I don't know how you get mashed potatoes in there.
Ew. Ugh.
How's that?
Mashed potatoes and a chicken breast?
Chicken and mashed potatoes is so good.
I didn't say chicken and mashed potatoes weren't good, but I'm not saying that I would rather have my mashed potatoes stuffed inside my chicken.
Well, I don't know how you could. A chicken breast is this big and mashed potatoes is like this.
Okay, you don't use the whole mashed potatoes, sweetie.
Even a huge chicken's breast.
Are
like
you
that
sure
big.
it's just not a whole chicken? Maybe they just take a rotisserie chicken and they're just shoving fucking mashed potatoes all up its ass. Like, here you are, you fucking chicken. Have some goddamn mashed potatoes up your ass. And then they deep fry it with mashed potatoes inside of it. That's what I'm going for.
I could handle that.
That's my guess. Walter's like, trivia, WWE, delete that. I need to win some. Right, I'll do trivia. I'm just trying to catch up on some chat. Sorry. Matthew said, French fried potatoes with mustard. I reckon. It was like, not really, not enough Southern to appreciate the food anyways. The Mapco said, this is not the stream tonight if you didn't eat dinner.
Right? Everybody's talking about food. I'm starting to get hungry.
Larry's like, yes, I know it has baking potatoes, but Mississippi is a sweet potato state.
Yummy.
Right? Travis likes
Here comes
those.
Cesaro.
It was like, give me a ride to Walter's, Dalitha. Right? Want to go have some chili on Tuesday? Let's go.
How fast is Cesaro going to get thrown out?
Very fast. Matthew says, Luke, dry ice me a package. And Luke's like, then eat, Mapcrow. And Walter's like, Ayla, I'm in Georgia. That's all right. Matthew's like, Larry, it's a true Southern man. Looks like, Matthew.
I feel like if they're going to play this, they need to fast forward through the dead stuff bots.
It was like with mustard. Haha, no, no, no. Did you hear what Matthew was like? French fried potatoes with mustard. Yeah, I finally got him to start eating mustard. He used to not eat mustard. And now he eats it. It's kind of funny. The Map Crow already on at Luke eating Irish potatoes. What's the difference between Irish potatoes and regular potatoes?
That they're grown in Ireland.
Is that the huge difference?
It's a different kind of dirt.
Matthew's like, the Twilight Zone WWE experience, we need it. Shirts. Right?
Potato.
Matthew's like, I have TP March 2020. Like, hashtag that shit. I have toilet paper. Luke's like, I also know how to make cream cheese filled chicken breast. Well, that's a lot better than mashed potatoes filled.
I don't think it is.
So weird. Macro, turkey and mashed potatoes over chicken and mashed potatoes.
Sheldon Benjamin.
Matthew's like, Ayla, it's from Sling Blade, the movie. Yes, it is. Luke says, what do you mean, am I sure? I made it. Glenn Hunt's in the chat. Hey, Glenn.
Hey, Glenn. How you doing, boss?
And he says, going to host WrestleMania 36 on WWE 2K20 Universe mode. PS4 shows Raw and SmackDown Friday night. NXT matches card 14th April 5th Sunday night. Woo!
That's how you get it done.
And Ayla says I should calm myself about stuffing mashed potatoes up a chicken's butt. Larry's like, Sling Blade was a great movie. It was a very interesting movie.
Have I seen it? Sounds familiar.
Maybe. It has, what's his face in it? Oh my gosh. He played Bad Santa.
Oh, okay.
Has him in it as a guy who's like not all there, kind of like Forrest Gump.
Thornton or something, Bob.
Yeah, that
Billy
guy.
Ray Thornton or Billy Ray.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah. Anyways, so he has that.
No, never seen it.
Anyways, but Billy Bob Thornton. Thank you, Mapcrow.
Close enough.
And so that has that guy in it. It's actually a very interesting movie. It's weird because he's kind of special, like Forrest Gump special. Like nobody's
like Forrest Gump. Take it back.
As in his mental capacity. Luke is like, chicken cordon bleu is cheese and ham-filled chicken breast, right? And Luke says mustard is so ew. I'd have to say that mustard is a very acquired taste. I'm not saying it's for everybody because I really don't like mustard.
Shinsuke Nakamura back when he was champion.
Right? When he actually existed
Accompanied
and was
by
cool.
Sami Zayn, the new champion.
The moron that I hate.
And what's funny is that he didn't turn on him to get the title.
Walter's like, this is funny. Tonight wrestlers are not doing anything at Raw. Right? Matthew says, Larry, Billy Bob was awesome in Sling Blade, right? And Map Crow says, how about Grey Poupon mustard? Poupon, right?
I like Grey Poupon.
Ayla's like, Travis got me into ketchup on everything. Nacho cheese Doritos dipped in ketchup. Yeah, Travis is like the ketchup whore.
I used to be.
Still to come, it's 316 day and Stone Cold Steve Austin is here tonight. They're just letting us know so that nobody goes away.
Yeah.
They want people to stick around for it, even though they're like, here, let me show you this stuff that you already know what happened. But it's okay. So we used to actually, my brother and I never really did this because we never really put ketchup on everything. I only put ketchup on certain stuff. Anyways, but we had a cousin that came to live with us that would take potato chips and dip them in ketchup. Regular potato chips. And for the life of us, we were like, never done that. I'd never done it before. And I was like, what? I'm like, that's weird. She'd have it as a snack. And so she was like, you should try it. It's really good. So we did. And then my brother and I, that's actually really good. But we were kids. So.
Yummy.
At the time, I guess it was delicious.
Yeah, I used to get a hot dog from the gas station. And then I would put the jalapenos in there and all the other stuff that you put on your hot dogs. Coleslaw, the whole thing. And then I'd mix it with ketchup, and then I would dip my Doritos in it.
Yeah, I remember getting those for you.
Boom.
Multiple times. I would get you the hot dog with nothing on it. I'd put all the sauces and sides in the package beside it and get you a bag of Doritos.
And that's how you roll.
That's funny. Matthew says, Raw would be better if wrestlers were playing No Mercy on N64.
Something. That's an old ass
The
game.
Map Crow's talking about John Ritter? No John Ritter.
You don't like John Ritter?
John Ritter's all right.
All right.
Luke says Billy Bob Thornton. He let us know too. And Ayla said Billy Bob Thornton too. Did great in Fargo. Probably my favorite show with him. Right? Fargo was awesome.
He's in Fargo?
Yeah.
Is he a bad guy? Or
Yes.
the cop?
No, he's a bad guy.
So it's him and that other guy, Weird Eyes? Crazy Eyes? Fargo's the one with the wood chipper, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Gary...
Butte.
No. What is his name? The guy with the funny eyes. They call him on Mr. Deeds.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy Eyes or whatever. He was in Empire.
Yes. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. I bet everybody else does.
He was the god on that show with the kid from Harry Potter.
Yeah. Matthew says, John Ritter versus Phil Hartman in a coal miner's glove on a pole match. Matthew says, barbecue sauce is great. Ranch is the albino barbecue sauce.
You can mix the two together, and it's really good that way, too.
Right. Matt Crow says, Billy Bob was great
Here
in Fargo
comes Keith Lee.
season 1 on FX. And that's where he is. Fargo season 1.
I love it. If you read Brock Lesnar's lips, he's like, who the fuck is this guy?
He's so big. He's big man. So this is the match you need to call for Matthew.
I was doing it.
But
we're talking about food.
I know we're talking about food, but he wasn't in the movie Fargo. He was in the season on the one that I watched on the.
I don't watch series.
Oh my gosh, you should watch that one.
Be okay.
It's just the whole season's just itself. There's no more like.
I get what you're saying.
It's
every season is its own.
It was
season.
really good.
They're not related.
It was really, really
who's
good.
This motherfucker? I love it.
Who's this motherfucker?
He's like, who's this motherfucker?
Baskin is
all right, here we go,
says.
Keith Lee.
He's like, I gotcha.
It's the battle of the beef.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like John Ritter, Three's Company. Bask in his glory. And he was like, yes, season
Look
1
at him
was
facing
so good.
off.
I love the second season too.
He looks like the Incredible Hulk.
Walter's like, get movies to watch this week if there's no wrestling.
Oh, for our thing? We'll just get on and do some trivia and hang out with you guys for a while. And obviously, we could also vote and watch some old wrestling on the network.
Yep.
Too, because there's a bunch of network wrestling, and we don't know how long. If one of the wrestlers gets infected, if one of the wrestlers gets infected, then obviously they're going to stop wrestling altogether.
Right.
And so
Keith Lee is trying to beat the crap out of Brock Lesnar.
Trying.
I said trying.
Double clothesline. Big Keith Lee sits up and he's like, oh, I'm in trouble.
I'm not sure this was a good thing. Dun, dun, dun.
We got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Who's next?
2. Braun Strowman. 3, 2, 1. Sorry, I went the other way. I said 2 and then 3. Like,
2, 3, 2, 1.
I'm going the wrong
Larry
way.
says, I was an extra in the movie Ghosts of Mississippi. Wow.
That's pretty cool.
Mapcrow says, John Ritter and Billy Bob were in Sling Blade and Bad Santa together.
So right here, you think that Brock is doomed.
Right? You're just like, oh, he's
Big
so good
Braun
at getting
Strowman and Keith Lee in there. You're like, okay, finally. They're going to team up and throw him out. Big Braun Strowman, but goes right after Keith Lee, too. It's just kind of dumb.
Right?
There's a big missile drop kick. Keith Lee rolls on out to the outside, but that's not an elimination.
Under the ring.
Under the top rope. Oh.
Walter Johnson's Bloodshot was a good movie with Vin Diesel. And the Map Crow says, Walter Johnson, you are an amazing Hall of Fame pitcher.
He is.
And Walter's
Played for
like,
the
sorry,
Giants
not
in,
me.
The 20s.
Right? It was like, they are related, Travis. It's worth it. Watch it.
Who's related?
The movie and the show Fargo.
I'll be fine.
He doesn't watch that stuff.
I
tell
seen
him
the
it's
movie.
good, and then he says, "Oh, all right," and then he watches it, and he's like, "I guess you're right. It was good." But it takes it forever for me to get him to watch something like that. Like trying to get him to watch The Sinner. That one was good too.
I don't think I never finished it.
Yeah, you did.
I don't know how the
first
ends.
one.
I don't remember how it ended.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
I remember it. I remember it being like a weird thing, and she did it, but it was because of some trauma.
Mm-hmm. I think you know.
But I don't remember how it ended.
Matthew's like, yes, whoop ass, 316. The Map Crow says, I didn't think so. He, even before my time, LOL. Matthew says, rumor has it that Lashley is going over.
Oh, Lashley's going over, huh?
I guess. Matthew's like, wash these hands, and then he's yelling about an RKO out of nowhere. Oh, hell yeah. What?
Look at these two behemoths. Keith Lee, Braun Strowman, nose to nose, going right after it. Uh-oh. And then Brock eliminates both of them. You're like, what the
How the hell did he do that? It happened.
But next is Ricochet.
Ooh.
And then some weird guy named McIntyre.
Stuff happens. And then, let's see, Larry says, I've heard about that, Matthew. Lashley versus Brock could still happen. And Ayla says, man, Fargo is an obsession of mine. I can go on and on about it, but I won't. It's a really good show. I really liked it. I'm not just talking about the show itself.
Yeah.
I have to make sure.
You like the city?
I'm talking about the movie and the show.
I know.
The movie was really good too. I think that's where we were at. Okay.
Get on it.
All right, trivia question. All right, I got some trivia for you guys. Ready? Who are the three faces of Foley?
Oh, I know this one.
Narrator's like, what random things we talk about in the chat? Well, we have to because they're playing a rerun. If they were playing actual what was happening on wrestling, we would be talking wrestling. But
yeah, since most everybody's already seen this.
Yeah.
Or at least knows who won.
Right? Matthew said, I can't believe that spot. And we have Logan Paul in our chat.
Old
Hey,
Logan.
Logan Paul.
It's good to see Logan in
like,
here.
hello, I'm new here. And Matthew's like, hi, A-double. And Luke's like, you're full of crap, Logan Paul. And Ayla's like, aha, Luke. And the Macro's like, they should have brought the midgets back for tonight. Perfect time for some laughs.
Oh, my.
The little people? Matthew says, dude, cactus, mankind. Luke says, mankind, dude, love, and cactus,
4.
Jack. The Map Crow says mankind, dude, love, and cactus Jack. Larry says mankind, cactus Jack, and dude, love. And all of you are correct. The 3 that they have is mankind, cactus Jack, and dude, love. Good job, everybody.
And Mick Foley's got 4.
Congratulations.
Good deal. That one I actually knew. So
Matthew's like, Luke wins because he didn't shorten his answer. It's all right. Everybody's a winner. All right. Matthew's like, LMFAO, ever see that midget get a baseball slide and fly 30 feet? LOL. No.
You ever watch the stuff in the 80s with King Kong Bundy and he attacks the midgets and he's like beating all of them up?
No.
And he's like this huge dude and he's like splashing them. His own midget partner turns on him.
Oh.
And starts attacking him too.
Because he was attacking all the midgets.
Uh-huh. And
it
was a mixed match, whatever you'd call it. I think it was Hillbilly Jim that he was wrestling. It was him and Hillbilly Jim. And there was 2 midgets, I think. And then I think it was Hillbilly Jim. I can't remember. It was like WrestleMania 1 or 2. It was a long, long time ago.
That's funny. Map Crow says the midgets Sky Low Low and Lord Little Brock. Little Brook.
Little Brook.
All right, another trivia question. Which WWE Hall of Famer competed as Chainsaw Charlie?
This one I do not know.
Who
would that be?
Let's see, the Map posted that. Narrator says, I am tired of the Rumble and we are not even halfway through it, right? Thor says, who would you rather have for president, Kanye West or Whitney Houston? Well, Whitney Houston is dead, so...
Whitney Houston had smoked her kneecaps off and then died.
Right. Matthew's like, King Kong was like 400 pounds, right? He was a freak.
Yeah.
Then Yoko came about.
So I'd say Whitney Houston.
Right. All right. So the answer to the trivia question, Matthew says Terry Funk. Luke says Terry Funk. Larry says Terry Funk. The Map Crow says Terry Funk. Narrator again says Terry Funk. Or Trust Funk. Trees Funk. But Terry, I'm guessing. And the answer is yes, Terry Funk. Good job, everybody.
Answer.
Woo! Matthew says
Here
Chainsaw
comes
Charlie
Ricochet.
is awesome.
So now we all thought for sure Ricochet was going to be the first one out.
Right.
Like he's going to get thrown out quick.
Yes. We all
This
thought
is
that.
where the tide turns. Ricochet gets in there, does a little bit of damage to Brock. And then we get McIntyre.
That's
See,
funny.
right here I thought for sure he was out.
So the Map Crow says, and his 51 retirement matches.
Old Funk.
All right.
He was
Luke says,
retiring
wait,
all the
in my
time.
chat I answered first, but on Wrestling Gap chat I didn't. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I just read whatever, however it comes up.
It's fun.
Matthew says, Whitney Houston versus Celine Dion, Freddy Krueger glove on a pole match.
So we got AJ Styles and The Undertaker. They're there live.
Ooh, The Undertaker and AJ Styles are here live for their WrestleMania contract signing.
That's happening tonight.
That sounds
So
exciting.
things are getting exciting.
Wow, that's awesome. Matthew says, oh yeah, the pole match with Whitney Houston. And then the Map Crow says, King Kong Bundy from Atlantic City, the 5 count.
2, 1,
Air
and here
Games
comes
is like,
the Scottish
LOL,
psychopath.
the message at the bottom. What message at the bottom?
No, across
The across the bottom, right? Telling us what's happening.
Here comes Drew
Walter's
McIntyre.
like, okay, still Rumble. And Matthew's like, I beat you, Luke. And Matthew says, what? Backstage? What? Stone Cold? What? The Map Crow? What? Yeah, it's happening.
We're halfway done now.
Yeah.
This is number 16.
No Drew McIntyre coming out. Burr. All right, who wants to do another trivia?
You want to do it during the match?
Well, might as well. We all know what happens.
No, we don't.
Whatever.
Ricochet kicks him in the balls. Look, all rights reserved. Does that mean they're ending it?
That's right. Larry says King Kong Bundy died last year.
Oh, did he finally? I was like, how'd that dude live for so long? I mean, he was still wrestling in 2000.
Yeah. Wow, that's crazy.
Oh, there's the low blow.
Ricochet.
Claymore. Boom. And Brock's eliminated.
And that's who eliminated Brock.
And that starts the second half. Ricochet.
Drew McIntyre.
With a low blow. You know, when they show the highlights of that, they don't show the low blow.
They don't?
Never.
Well, that's rude. They should show that part because there's no way that Drew McIntyre would have done it without help. How would he have made him stand still so he could kick him?
That's the point.
That's what I mean. He had to have somebody help him.
Get it?
So he could get it done.
And Claymore.
Cha. Wee.
Done.
Larry says he was like 62 years old. And Celestia is like, and then the whole crowd went wild. Right? I know. It was crazy.
I went crazy that night. I was like, oh my God, he did it.
Yeah.
Because I wanted McIntyre to win.
It's like totally insane. Right?
Who comes in after McIntyre? Oh, The Miz.
The Map Crow says, died almost a year ago, 63 years old. Oh, that's crazy.
So he was young when he passed. That's still
Right.
young, but he was such a big guy.
Holy crap. That was mean.
Like,
Just throw him out there.
he's a big fat guy type big guy.
Right. Big fat guy. Big guy.
He was tall, too. He was like 6'4" or something.
But a big fat tall guy.
He looked
That's
like
cool.
Fester.
But fatter.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
He could have ate Fester.
Narrator says, Rob be like, right now, wait. We know you're bored, but Stone Cold and Undertaker are still coming. So watch our mini ads so we can make cash money moolah. Right? Matthew says, Roman Reigns will not really, but he gets to call out Goldberg for the second to last match of the night. Unless it's The Fiend versus Cena as the main event. Right.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think that'll be in the middle.
Yeah,
The
probably.
Fiend and Cena.
Yeah, I don't think
there's
they're going to
be a lot of good
down.
matches.
Right. And Jonelle's in the chat. Hey, Jonelle.
Janelle.
Nice to see you, bud. They said Hall of Fame and NXT TakeOver is canceled.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't want him to cancel that, but I guess it would make a lot of sense. Especially if they're all going to be doing it in the same building.
True.
For everything.
That's a lot of people.
And the Hall of Fame, how shitty would that be to have no crowd?
Not to have a crowd telling you all that stuff. And it's not like they can't do the Hall of Fame at another time, really. I mean, it'd be weird if they did WrestleMania at another time because of how their storylines are. It'd be really kind of weird, but I could see the Hall of Fame. You could push
and
it
The Miz
to
is
another
eliminated.
time. Well, at least he was out there
Brock
for a
is
second.
still getting up.
Well, he got kicked really hard in the face and the nuts. So it takes a man down. I'm sure you know. You've probably been kicked in the nuts before.
I've been hit in the nuts. I've never been kicked in the nuts.
Well, take the hitting on a level scale of 20 times worse. I'm sure that would probably make you want to throw up. The Map Crow says 6'4", 458 pounds allegedly was his.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
Matthew says, usually larger people die sooner, which is why wrestlers have horrible life expectancy compared to other sports. Plus, the wrestling schedule is stressful. Being over 6 foot is not an easy task.
I know. I always worry about Mark Henry. I'm waiting for the day, and he's only like 40-something.
Right.
He might be 50, but still I worry about Mark Henry all the time.
Right. And Walters says, trivia during the commercial. And, hey, we have Mike Literis in the chat again.
Mike Literis.
Hi, Mike Literis.
How you doing? How was your weekend?
Says, hello, I'm new here. No, you're not. We've seen one of you before.
Well, make sure you subscribe if you're new.
Right?
You want to do a question?
Yeah, I will here in a sec. Larry says, do you remember Mike Tyson punch out King Kong Bundy looked like the fat fighter who kept picking up his shorts?
Hippo. Mr. Hippo or Hungry Hippo. What was his name? Something Hippo. He's like, boop, boop, boop.
That's funny. That's one of Travis's favorite.
I love that game.
That's one of his favorite games, by the way.
I don't
That's
have it
funny.
memorized anymore, but I used to have the code at the end memorized, but I don't anymore. So you could just go fight Tyson.
Right?
I could work my way to Tyson and beat him. But
the Map Crow's laughing. Bwaha. And I don't know if names or
Soda Pop Pazinski.
that.
Soda Pop Pazinski was the hardest.
King Hippo. Map Crow
Yeah, King
says.
Hippo.
King Hippo. All right, here it is. Here is a trivia question for you. Which former WCW champion defeated Brock Lesnar at Survivor Series 2016?
16. It's like 4 years ago. And he was a WCW champion?
Mm-hmm. Former.
I don't think that should be this hard. I didn't think Brock lost back then.
Right?
Oh, I think I know what it is.
All right.
Oh, yeah, I know who it is for sure. I didn't think it was that far back. It's the one that's wrestling Roman Reigns.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Matthews says, Walter says Goldberg, Larry says Goldberg, Matthew says Booker T, the Map Crow says Goldberg, Narrative Game says Booker maybe, Matthew says, was it Goldberg? Matthew then says, is it Hogan? It's actually Goldberg!
It was Goldberg.
Yay,
He took his title, and then he won it back at WrestleMania.
Yes. So the people who guessed Goldberg, that was the answer. Good job! Matthew says, Mark Henry is a solid athlete, and he'll be around for a bit. I did get misty-eyed when he retired and fooled the entire world. Sexual chocolate.
When he beat up freaking John Cena. He retired and then beat up John Cena.
That's funny.
And then obviously didn't retire and then lost the next time he wrestled. So it was weird.
That is weird. Darius says, I thought that match was 2017.
But it was Survivor Series of 16 and then the WrestleMania was of 17. Because he had held it. Well.
Right. Okay, next trivia question. Who attacked Brock Lesnar at Battleground 2015?
Wow. John Cena? I don't know.
You done with your hat?
It's itchy.
It's itchy. It's an itchy hat. It's the death hat of itchy. Matthew's guessing Seth. Walter's guessing Braun Strowman. Narrow Games. What event even is that?
Battleground. Here comes the phenomenal one.
Luke
at number
says
18.
Triple H. Larry's guessing Triple H. And the answer actually is Undertaker. Undertaker is the answer of who attacked Brock Lesnar at Battleground 2015. What are you doing?
I can see.
Oh,
I
can
wonder if they
you?
can see me.
No, nobody can see you. You're like
Can't
John
see me.
Cena.
Now.
Ah. Matthew's like, dude, Mark Henry had me so fooled that night. Which is hilarious. Larry says, I would worry more about the health of the Big Show down the road.
Yeah, well, being a giant and all.
Right? John L. says they could just do NXT TakeOver on the Wednesday. Possibly, I guess.
Right. Well, why can't they do it this Saturday?
Right? Why can't they do it Saturday? Too many people. They
Just-
can't clean the whole arena at that point. I don't know. The Map Crow says WWE confirms that WrestleMania will take place at the Performance Center. Matthew says AJ Styles. Walter says, oh, Undertaker. Oops. And Matthew says, oh, I can't see Travis. Bring him back. Yeah, nobody wants to sit around here with just me.
Nobody just watched me playing with the hat the whole night. All right, got it.
Your itchy hat. Good thing it's just for a one-time thing, right?
I'm gonna wear it every year.
Every year? All
Next
right.
year it'll actually fall on a wrestling day, because we don't have leap year next year.
True that. Nader says, if you were able to be in a relationship with any WWE superstar, who would it be?
WWE superstar?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it'd have to be a female. I don't know. That one's tough. I don't know. That one's so tough.
I don't know. We have D's Nuts in the chat, though.
D's Nuts.
Hello, I'm new here. I'm new. And Matthew's like, hi, double. Right? Matthew's is saying Victoria. That's his. Matthew says, Larry, I think in Punch-Out it was Butterbean. Maybe.
It was not Butterbean.
The Map Crow wants to know, was Tori Wilson really from Idaho?
Yes, she was.
Yes, she was. Or is.
She still is from Idaho.
She's technically still alive that I know of.
She is.
Larry's like, how's the weather in Idaho? Well,
it was nice today.
It was sunny and like over 50 degrees, and it kind of got a little rainy looking and stuff outside.
I got my vitamin D this morning.
It was a lot better than the weekend where it snowed.
Yeah, we did get some snow on the weekend. Was that Saturday?
It was like 40 degrees outside and snowing. Yeah, it was like Saturday or Sunday. One of those days. I woke up this morning and had like, it looked like water on my windshield, but it wasn't. It was pure ice.
Carl Anderson's next, right? And now?
Narrator says, I would probably choose Liv Morgan.
Yeah, that one's a hard one for me because I would probably go with Becky Lynch. Yeah.
You'd go for a vegan.
Is she a vegan?
She's kind of a vegan, yeah.
That's fine.
Anyways, we have a Barris Kaliskin in the chat. Hey, Barris.
Hey, how you doing?
Nice to
Thanks
see
for
you in the
hanging out
chat.
with us. We're doing some trivia, and we're watching the Royal Rumble, believe it or not.
D's Nuts wants to know, who's A-Double? Who is that? Are you the home of potatoes? Couldn't imagine who that could be. Janelle's like, how does Melina look so beautiful? Still so beautiful.
Because she, pretty woman.
Right? And we've got Brandon in the chat. Hey, Brandon.
Hey, Brandon.
Says hello.
Good to see you in here. You working?
Thor says, round 2, it's time to rock and roll. And while I'm in the ring, I take control. Growing up, I owned the streets. I once owned the keys to the city. And I will bring satisfaction.
Trish Stratus.
Larry's like, it was in the mid-70s here today. Nice.
Oh, wow.
Was it really humid, though? Walter says, WWE Raw, I want Stone Cold to come on live, right?
It's going to happen. You just got to wait another half hour or so. Well, right. Probably have to wait till the end of that hour.
Possibly.
I don't even know what time it is. Oh, it is after 1 hour.
Yes.
Thank goodness.
Luke says, so it's just now being reported that Liv Morgan, Ruby, Sarah Logan, and Carmella have been in quarantine since their last performance. So far, it is being said they all tested negative, but being careful.
Here comes Edge. This was the excitement of the night.
Right? When Edge
I think this was the only exciting one, right? Corbin, Matt Riddle, Luke Gallows, Randy Orton, Roman Reigns, Kevin Owens, Aleister Black, Samoa Joe, Seth Rollins. Huh. Yeah, this was the only excitement of the night.
Matthew's like, I won't ask for any more trivia. Oh. Brandon said, third double, yep, haha, on doubles till Friday. Ooh, buddy, be careful.
Are you guys on lockdown there?
Lockdown?
Well, it's a facility.
Do you have it quarantined so outside people can't come in? Like, if they have visitors or whatever? Kind of like they're doing with the old people's places. People are mad about that. And it's like, wouldn't you rather your Grammy be safe? I think I would be more upset if they just let anybody and everybody come walking through the facility.
Right.
I think I'd be more upset at that than trying to protect your grandma by making sure no visitors can come through.
Did you hear a dog tested positive in Hong Kong?
Oh my God. It was so small of an amount, and you haven't heard any more than that. I read some stuff about it. Yes. That was weeks ago. You haven't heard any more about it. Larry says, not too humid, but a lot of pollen in the air. Yeah, it's definitely allergy season for a lot of people. Thor's like, 2
that's
for
gonna
2
throw
tonight,
some people
Travis.
off, too.
So you got Trish Stratus right. Good job. Matthew says, breaking news, WWE WrestleMania 36 moved to Performance Center in Orlando amid coronavirus unicorn sprinkles concerns from Forbes. Matthew said that.
Good deal. That
Brandon
means that
says,
Tampa shut them off.
Yeah, Brandon says, yep, we are.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Luke says, yeah, it's breaking everywhere that WrestleMania will beat the PC, reported 2 minutes ago.
Wow.
Matthew says, that was less than 2 hours ago on Forbes. Nice.
Well, there we go.
Thor's giving you round 3.
Oh, no.
I got a dark soul and a dark mind, and I have a submission that makes it a fun night. Psych, you think you can beat me? I'll make you tap or pin you. 1, 2, 3. An extra hint, former world champ.
Edge?
Walter says they're letting go airline workers. I couldn't imagine that they're letting them go, but if they're not flying, then there's nothing they can give them to do. I highly doubt that they don't have a job. The map Chris says Larry Johnson as Grandmama in those old Nike commercials.
Oh my. Grandmama.
Grandmama. John L says people acting like it's the zombie apocalypse. 5 and toilet paper, not caring about one another. Yeah, it's called the me issue.
Yeah.
Like, this society is all about me. It's not about your neighbors or loved ones or caring about other people. Get a hold of your neighbors
if they have young or old, and just ask them if there's anything you can do or anything they need.
Right.
Usually in situations like this, we come together, but they're telling us to distance ourselves. So it's really hard to come together as a country when you're being told to stay away from each other.
Right.
But
they also told you to check on people.
It's literally just a flu, unless you're old. So
a flu type thing.
Just chill out.
Right. It's not the death.
The hard part is it's hard to stay calm and go do your normal stuff when everybody else is freaking out. So it causes everybody else to have to freak out because they need, a hamburger or something.
Right? I need a hamburger. Narrator says, I'm calling a WrestleMania match, Heavy Machinery versus Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah, I can see that one.
I can see that one happening too. Thor's like, Travis, here's the answer to your guess. On this day you wandered wrongly, but everything will come to life. What?
The Undertaker?
And Aaron's back. Hey, Aaron.
Aaron.
Did you get tired of being all your other people, buddy? Hillary's like, I know why people are buying a lot of TP. I saw a woman on YouTube today wrapped herself with TP, right?
Well, it's the cure. So they're ready for it.
Yeah. So I heard from somebody on one of those things is that the reason why people are buying so much toilet paper is that because the person who's sneezing needs it, but then the 12 other people who shit their pants need it too.
That's pretty funny. And the real reason...
That was my favorite one.
And the real reason people are buying it is because they feel out of control, and that way they feel like they have control over something if they buy enough of it.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's a feeling of control that they're getting in this uncontrollable situation.
True that. Matthew says, Unicorn Sprinkles is nothing more than the C Nation. And Arian says, sorry, I know I was gone, but I took my fiance to the doctor. It's mild contractions again.
Old mild.
Oh, stress.
What were those
tell
things
her
called?
To not be stressed. Braxton Hicks.
Braxton Hicks. I went to school with Cameron Hicks. I wonder if they're related.
Maybe. Thor says, no taker.
Ugh.
Matthew says, a double, wash your hands, right? And the map crow's like, cheeseburger, 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 cheeseburger. Old SNL. Aaron's like, I already did. And he says, Braun needs to wash these hands. Thor says, come on,
Here
Travis.
comes the king.
You got this. Think hard, but don't overthink. That's probably not the best way
Somebody
to tell
that can
Travis
submit and pin.
Mm-hmm. And was a world champ.
And they're a world champion. I don't feel like I have a lot of clues. And there was something about being dark, too.
Right. Aaron says, I wish I could wrestle, but they pushed my matches back. Yep. And we've got Joseph in the chat. Hey, Joseph.
Hey, Joseph.
Says, hello, guys. Thor says, actually, Aaron, you need to wash those hands. And Aaron's like, what did I miss? Nothing.
The Royal Rumble.
The Royal Rumble.
We're still watching the Royal Rumble, boss.
Luke's like, I vote we officially change the name to Unicorn Sprinkles Everywhere, then maybe people won't act so freaking dumb.
I second that.
Sweet. I third that. Because it was my idea.
And it passes.
Oh, Nair says, my phone is dying, so I have to charge. Goodbye. Oh, I'm sorry.
All right. Well, thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out and subscribing and all that fun stuff. Go plug in so you can keep updated on what's going on in life.
Maybe you can check us out in the second hour.
Possibly. We'll be here.
Anything anymore has that fast charge stuff.
Right. Aaron's like, and when I was on my way, I bought me 2 new vapor fallouts, grape and coconut grass.
Yeah.
Nasty. You shouldn't smoke. It's bad for you.
Anything to ruin the cilia in your lungs.
Yeah.
That keeps bacteria and viruses out.
Yeah.
It's a good time of the year to do that.
Nerd says, bye. After the Rumble, I will. Sweet.
Awesome. See you soon.
Thor says, round 3, hint former tag champ.
Oh, my Lord.
Mapcro says, Nerd, you should have planned ahead. That's for the people that didn't buy TP on time. Just kidding.
Goldberg?
There, he's
guessing
Goldberg.
I don't know if that even makes sense.
I don't know.
He's a submission wrestler.
Maybe. Aaron's like, these 5 new flavors are good. Gross. Larry's like, can I make a suggestion? I think that we should have a night of watching classic wrestling matches.
I'm all down for it.
If they continue on with some of the stuff of reruns and not really having matches, that's probably going to be something that will happen.
Yeah, I mean, we could do old WrestleManias. We could do old Starcades.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously, we could do them in order. But, I mean, there's Halloween Havocs from WCW. You could vote WWE. You could vote WCW. You could vote WWF.
Right.
So much you could do there.
Yeah. And we have Aria Blaze in the chat. Hey, Aria. Says, bro. Aria. And Aaron's talking about being high. Brandon's like, my Thor, is it Kurt Angle? So Thor says it's not Goldberg and it's not Kurt Angle. Luke's like, I vote watching Undertaker's best matches or his WrestleMania matches in order. Is it because it's a countdown to WrestleMania? Is that why?
They're all of his WrestleMania matches. There's only 22 of them. It'll probably take more than 3 hours.
Aaron's like, can we watch Taker versus Shawn's last match? And Matthew's like, you see? We need to do a vote and call out some fantasy booking.
I'm all for it, but we got to make sure that there's no wrestling.
Joseph's like, I agree. My friend next door got really sick from vaping e-cig. I don't remember which one he was doing, but he was on a breathing tube for like a week. Yeah, it's not just killing the cilia in your lungs. It actually, go to the CDC and they will show you that it is actually causing a horrible, horrible, awful disease vaping is. So please think twice about vaping. I know it tastes delicious
it's gonna be the
and
thing.
It's the most awesome thing you've ever done, supposedly.
It's the new smoking.
But in all reality, it is really bad for you. I'm so sorry, but it is. And I don't like being one of those people that say that. And I know it's your choice, but please think twice. We want you around for a lot longer than what
like
it will do.
30s.
Let's see. Aaron's like, can you do my least fave Mania 30? Why would we do the least favorite? That's funny. Thor's like, I vote Hogan versus Rock. And we're like, yes, LOL, and Taker is the best.
I just watched the Hulk Hogan versus the Ultimate Warrior match the other day.
Yes.
The WWE released it on YouTube, so I watched it. It was about 23 minutes or something. It was pretty cool.
Aaron says, I have a reason why that's my least. Matthew says, I vote Kurt Angle and Benoit in a cage on Raw, best match ever.
Oh, wow.
And Aaron's like, I want Chris Benoit in the Hall of Fame. Not going to happen. Thor's like, round 3, hint, he has long hair. Brandon's like, just smoke weed, which they've proven in abundance is really bad for you too.
Don't smoke anything. Don't put fire.
I understand if you're using medical marijuana for specific medical reasons, but if you are just sitting there like in these places that have made it legal and all day you're smoking marijuana, they have actually proven that it is actually causing a lot of issues. I'm sorry, everybody. I know.
Why are you being the
so
doctor?
So bad. Because those are the things that I have read.
Just tell them to do what they want.
I did tell them they can do what they want. They are their choices.
Okay.
But you need to be educated also.
That is their education. Do what you want.
I didn't say that. You can still do what you want.
Look, Randy, you looking good. You looking good. Oh, we got a commercial.
Yes. But I wanted to go back to Thor's thing and see if I can find it again. Okay, so his round 3. I got a dark soul and a dark mind, and I have a submission that makes it a fun night. Psych, you think you can beat me? I'll make you tap or pin you. 1, 2, 3. An extra hint, former world champ.
Sting.
You wandered wrongly, but everything will come to life. And then he also said, let's see. Trying to find what else he had given. He has long hair.
Sting.
All right. Mapcrow's like, vaping always seemed like a bad idea, right? Matthew said, tobacco is safer than vaping. Don't be stupid and don't start either. Right? And Thor's like, or do what I do. Don't smoke. We've got David Banks in the chat. Hey, David Banks says, hi, Wrestling Gab. I like the red clothes you have and the cute St. Patrick you got. Hey, thanks.
Appreciate it. Come hang out with us. Subscribe.
Oh, that fun
We're
stuff.
here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We're just discussing if they end up closing wrestling. If something happens that what we're going to end up doing.
Right.
Which would probably be some trivia and some old matches. But we'd let everybody vote. Watch some old stuff.
Brandon's like, money for that also sounds like Gangrel.
Gangrel. He was a vampire.
Joseph says, I caught him red-handed a couple days ago smoking his vapor e-cig again, and I got mad at him because he has a wife and a little daughter. Right? And Luke's like, hey, leave my smoker ass alone. I'm just over here minding my own business. You can do whatever you want. All of you are adults. You can make your own choices. But make educated choices. All right. The people who are over the age of 18 and can make choices for themselves. Which, did you notice that they took down all the signs about the 18 because they changed it back? Like over 21, but in Idaho they changed it back to 18.
Oh.
For smoking. They were like, this is dumb.
We don't listen to the federal government.
Like, screw you, federal government.
We just don't even care about the federal government.
Like, fuck y'all. Brandon's like, might Thor, not money. Haha. Oh, Thor. He's talking about Thor. Thor, that also sounds like Gangrel for Thor's thing. Is that a song? Aaron asked. Mapco says, WrestleMania in Chicago, Austin versus Brett was great.
Yep.
Matthew says, Wrestling Grab, I suggest videos that you can do video on and give the channel a test. Interesting.
I don't know if there's anything like that.
And Joseph's like, his wife smokes the same vapor. Ugh, so bad. Thor says, not Sting. And he said, no Sting, that must have stung. Aaron said, oh, here's my guess, that wrestler.
Roman
funny.
Reigns is next.
Coming out next on the Royal Rumble on the TV show. The Macro says, just relax because Earth is heading towards the sun, so don't panic. Aaron's like, I'm a y'all technician wrestler. I'm a former world champ and I'm called Wolverine. I should be in the Hall of Fame.
That's Chris Benoit.
Yeah, of course it is. He's like, I'll give you a hint. He's dead. Glenn Hunt's like, AEW update. Arena. And Larry's like, Benoit, Aaron. Matthew says, the globe-sized vapes where people are giving themselves pneumonia are horrible. People are filling their lungs with water, essentially. They're a good nicotine alternative support if they're key enough. Larry's guessing Nash for him. Do you want me to go back and try to find it again?
No. I'm not going to get it.
Okay. Travis gives up.
I'm giving up. I can't even
I was wondering if I needed to go back and look
remotely figure this one out.
Larry guessed Nash, but that is not it either. But it was a good guess, but not the right one.
Scott Hall.
Jake
Roberts.
Excuse me.
I just don't know. I mean, maybe if I knew an era.
Thor says The Fiend Bray Wyatt is the answer.
He was a tag team champion? Damn.
Was he?
I think he was with Randy, maybe.
Oh, true. Maybe.
Kevin Owens.
Aaron wants steak.
We're getting down to the nitty-gritty here at 27. I remember this being a lot more exciting when it was happening live.
Oh, wait. Yeah, because you've already seen it. Like, if you probably hadn't seen it, you'd be like, oh my gosh, this is way exciting.
Well, I should be able to get excited over stuff that I've seen.
Thor says, yeah, with Randy Orton. I didn't know that Randy Orton and The Fiend were tag team champions.
Yeah, Randy burnt down his house.
Oh, that's right. That
cabin.
was before I cared. Well, I didn't watch them all at that point. Now we watch them all the time.
You smell what The Rock is cooking?
His butthole.
Ew.
Aaron's like, okay, here's my other one. He's my fave wrestler. He should get a push, and I have 2 children. Mike Kanellis. And Brandon's like, by the way, Travis, I cut my hair. Sweet. Now it's Travis's turn.
How, all off? Like short? Is it gone? Or just cut it shorter? There's a stunner.
Matthew says, Travis, try FMV. Frontier Martial Arts Wrestling, or ROH.
Ring of Honor.
Singer people will copyright you, but not penalize you. You just won't be able to monetize. Might as well gamble during the sprinkles.
Right. I could do that if I was doing it as a recording, but if I do it live and I get a copyright violation, then it
takes away our live.
It kicks me off for 90 days. And it's already happened to me before. And I'm not a fan of it. We were over on Twitch for 90 days.
Matthew's
it literally came to a screeching halt.
I want to try and help in some way. I like your ideas. Keep them coming. Larry's like, Australia has steak flavored Doritos.
Because Australia is cool.
Canada has really weird flavored chips too. Thor's like, round 4. I have the class and sophistication, and I rule the division. If you nasty, stay away from me, and soon enough I'll give you what's right. That would be Lacey Evans.
Lacey Evans. Because she's classy. The Southern
Brandon
Belle.
says, no, it's like Murphy's.
Oh, okay. Buddy Murphy.
Uh-huh, yeah. So just shaved on the sides and long on top. Cool beans.
Is that what he has?
Yes. Buddy Murphy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of has a haircut almost like
he's coming out here pretty soon.
What's his face? Alistair Black.
He comes out with Seth Rollins.
But it's just the top. Seraphim says, anybody want to play a game in Google Play Store called Plague Incorporated? Right? And Aaron loves Mike Kanellis.
Playing it live.
David Banks says, if they still have WrestleMania 36 on April 5th? They supposedly are still having it.
It's happening. It's just going to be in the Performance Center.
They're saying it's going to happen. It's just going to be in the Performance Center. And we have Ali Murtaza in the chat. Hey, Ali. Saying, hey.
Hey. Thanks for joining us.
And Thor says, Lacey is right.
Make sure you subscribe. Hang out with us every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Right. The Map Crow says, he burnt down his house. Haha, he did. Forgot that. Matthew says, no kidding. Sorry, Australia is like America in the Southern Hemisphere. That's crazy. I don't know what Matthew's saying no kidding and sorry about. But no, I mean, I'm being serious about your ideas. Like, throw us ideas. I mean, we're all trying to figure out what we're going to do, right?
Well, we definitely want to be here. Place to hang out.
So the Map Crow says, yes, David. WWE confirms that WrestleMania will take place at the Performance Center. Yep. Matthew Meditz is letting him know, too. David, WrestleMania is at the Performance Center. And Larry says, actually, Bray was tag champs with Matt Hardy.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
Seraphim says, it's a fun game. Plague Inc. Interesting. Thor says, Aaron, let me say this. Mike Kanellis had a push with 24/7 and then lost it. Now I get he deserved more, but Vince doesn't see Mike as a world champ.
No.
Larry says, Seraphim, that's actually really happening right now.
It's happening live.
The Plague Inc. Luke says, and people are now pissed and raging against Vince on WWE. They say it should be postponed and live for the fans. But the issue is, if you move WrestleMania, you have to realign the entire schedule. That's what I was saying to Travis. I mean, if they totally take it off, it's different. But they have storylines and things that are happening, and there's just no way they can just be like, all right, well, we'll just not do any of it at all. Because they'd have to. They'd literally just have to stop all of it.
It's fine. I mean, the only people that are going to miss it are the, 60,000 that are going to be there in person? I know 60,000 is a lot, but 1 million people are going to watch it at home. 3 million people are going to watch it at home.
And those 60,000 aren't going to be like, well, I'm not going to watch it now that I can't see it live. They're freaking probably going, yay, I'm glad they're not going to kill us all with their unicorn sprinkles. I'm going to stay home and watch it.
And another good idea might be to put it on Fox.
Yeah, why not?
Just televise it.
Hell yeah. That won't happen, but it'd be cool if they did.
Well, I mean, nobody's going to cancel their subscription to the network if WrestleMania is not on there, if they can watch it for free on TV.
Right.
Right? So they would still keep it, and it would just be a one-year thing. And that way, everybody could watch it, even people without cable or the network.
Right.
And I think that might even get more revenue than they would have got through their network and through ticket sales.
Right. And Joseph says, you guys could watch WrestleMania 21, which is WrestleMania Goes Hollywood, which I think is one of the best WrestleManias ever. I'm sure there's a lot of them out there.
Yeah, there's a lot.
David Banks says, oh, okay, thank you. I'm glad that they still are having WrestleMania 36, right?
Yes.
Thor says, so Raw is literally mostly a Royal Rumble. Come on, people.
I mean, I seriously think we're like an hour and a half into this.
Yeah,
thing.
we are. We basically
We're
are.
over an hour and a half. We did have Edge at the beginning.
A little bit, and he talked and
we
yelled
still
and
have a contract signing with The Undertaker and AJ Styles. And we also have Stone Cold Steve Austin live.
And Becky Lynch was seen. So
Becky Lynch is there, but I don't know if we're going to have a match at the center or what.
Mm-hmm. Matthew says, okay, crazy thought. Is Vince going to test people in order to attend Mania?
Nobody's going to be there. Mobile
sprinkle testing is becoming more available. Vince will protect the crowd in order to have any attendance. Yeah, but he's not going to do that. He's looking at it from a business standpoint, guys. So a business standpoint is I know that makes people upset, but a business standpoint is that who is the most important people about wrestling? Who are the most important people?
Him. And then the wrestler.
Okay. No. You, the fans, you're the most important people when it comes to wrestling. The most important people. If you put the fans in danger, that puts your business in danger. So he's protecting his fans so that he can protect his wrestlers and, yes, protect his investment because he is a businessman. Of course he's going to protect his investment. But it's not about, it's not about, oh, he's not going to have money in his pocket. It's about the fact that if he does this and his fans are alive, then his fans can come to all the other ones later on. So, I mean, it's just like what they did with the NBA, what they've done with the NFL, what they've done with Major League Baseball, what they've done with hockey, what they've done with any other sport. And I get that you guys are upset because, you guys love sports and you want to watch sports and all that stuff. And I understand that. But in all reality, I think I'd rather have the people be safe, by not gathering in huge bunches of people than having a possibility of the infection going rampant in that 60,000 people, them going home and infecting another 60,000 people. And then pretty soon you're up to 120 and then you're up to, 240 and then you're up to, it just keeps going. Where does it stop?
It's called tip of the iceberg.
So I'm just saying that, I know it's
And just because one person's sick and they're in aisle 3, row 4, they're not going to get somebody sick on the other side of the building.
Right, but
they're only going to get people sick that are close to them if they're contagious.
True. But then those people go off and walk over somewhere else and get those people sick.
Right.
And then those people go somewhere else and get those people sick.
If somebody's sick, then 10, 20 people can get sick, but not 60,000. Not everybody there is going to leave sick. It doesn't work that way.
I get it. I mean, I understand I understand people, the upsetness about it. But you have to just look at it in the
Becky
smock
Rey Mysterio and Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Live here tonight. It's happening. Anyways, but Luke said, not to mention if you move WrestleMania, then you'd have to move the other pay-per-views and special events. And Seraphim says they're just going to watch porn instead. Which maybe that's a possibility.
No, it's not.
Matthew says, Luke, people don't understand logistics or operating things outside their hostile. Luke says, Matthew, you are correct. People think since WWE is for entertaining them, they should be able to control it, but that's not how this works. Matthew says, Stone Cold Steve Austin should have hosted this show. Right? Thor says, okay, I gotta say the dancing clovers are so cute. He likes her dancing clovers.
I know. I wish they could be on there all the time.
Right? Luke says, Linda McMahon announced WrestleMania will not have extensive pyro, minimal staff, and set designs. That sounds about right.
Saving a bunch of money.
Tom is like, yes, it's the government that is forcing WWE. What?
Yep, that happens. Yeah, it's the local government. Tampa Bay's shutting them down.
Oh, yeah. Well, of course. I mean, that's just the way it is. The Mapco says, no Chinese virus is going to stop WrestleMania. Only I can stop WrestleMania because I am Vince McMahon, damn it. Joseph's like, come on, think about it. You had the crowning of 2 new champions, which both would become the future of the WWE, and John Cena and Batista. You also had Eddie versus Rey and Kurt Angle versus Shawn Michaels.
That's a good one. That was 21.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matthew says, within 2 weeks, we will have better data, and Vince is a genius to handle that data. WrestleMania is going on, and Vince will supply Tyvek suits to fill a performance center.
Yeah, they'll figure it out.
I'm not worried about it. Neither should you. Matthew's like, my wrestling gimmick would be so over because I'm sick. Like a psychic. Joseph says, and you also had Hulk Hogan to come out to help Eugene to fight off Davari and Muhammad Hassan, and you also had Piper's Pit with Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh my gosh, Piper's Pit. I remember that WrestleMania now that I start thinking about it.
Right? Matthew is letting the map know that he gets it. And Laura says, I think they'll have students at the Performance Center be the crowd.
We'll see if they have anybody in there.
Yeah. I'm not sure if they'll have anybody. I mean, they really haven't had anybody. They didn't have anybody at SmackDown. There was not one person except
all
for
I
the
know
camera
is
people.
things change every day, and that's 20 days away.
Yep.
So, but in 20 days, we have no idea what's going to be happening.
True that. Did you see Buddy Murphy's haircut?
I did. Look like Brandon out there.
Brandon was all out there at the Royal Rumble.
So it looks like we got 5 guys left. They're all picking on Seth.
Thor's like, they had people at NXT. They had people at NXT on Wednesday night, and that was before all the stuff happened on Thursday. So when Thursday came around, it was, oh, sorry, nobody. And then they decided, what was it, Thursday night or something? That they moved SmackDown from Detroit.
Uh-huh.
So
they moved it twice.
Yeah.
Because they said no, and then yes, and then no to
right.
Detroit.
Yes. Exactly.
All right. Now it looks like everything's just going to be at the Performance Center for at least the next few months.
Yeah.
So now everybody should be able to settle down there and not leave, and so they can be quarantined there and, like, literally, that way they can't get sick before Mania.
Right.
Social
True
distancing.
That. All right. I'm going to ask some trivia questions. Ready? Trivia questions. All right. Who defeated Undertaker in a no-holds-barred match at WrestleMania 33? Do you know the answer?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Luke.
It's R&R. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead, Luke.
What do you say?
He's asking if you can post a link regarding the WrestleMania announcement.
Yeah.
Yeah, go right ahead. Post it so people know and can go there and look. Matthew answered for me. He's like, do it, Luke. I didn't know your name was Dalitha, Matthew. That's cool. I didn't know there was 2 of me out there. That's pretty neat.
He's got multiple personalities.
That's sweet. All right, so Thor guessed Roman Reigns, Matthew guessed Brock, Luke guessed Roman Reigns, Larry guessed Roman, Joseph guessed Roman Reigns, Map Crow is guessing Brock, and the answer is Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns. The Brock match was just a straight up match.
Yeah.
The Roman Reigns one was no holds barred. They fought outside, inside, all over.
All over the place, up, down, over, up, down, down.
Under.
So Matthew's saying that this is his stage name, so his wrestling guy. Although my stage name was Puke Face because my face makes people sick. I spread my influenza, which has created a cancerous contagion that will infect the WWE universe.
Whoa.
That's insane. That's a little too far in the whole insane craziness of sickness. What? Are they?
You look like a Christmas tree.
Sweet. Nice. Tom says, pretty soon when all the toilet paper becomes obsolete, people will riot in the streets.
Burn it down.
Well, what I think is great is some of the places are now putting on their websites that if people, because this is what's going to happen, people aren't going to need everything that they bought. But in no way in hell are those places, those, what do you call them? Stores. Thank you. Stores are giving them refunds for it. So they're going to be stuck with all their stuff. And the Map Crow says, and Roman still isn't over. Yes. Nope. Trivia. Because it's happening right now on the TV. Edge and Randy. Oh, hey, buddy. You want to be friends? No, I don't want to be your fucking friend. All right. Trivia. Who won the WWE World Heavyweight Championship in the Elimination Chamber match at No Way Out in 2009?
The Miz?
Thor is guessing Orton or Jericho. Thor is guessing, he's going with Jericho as his guess. Larry's guessing Shawn Michaels. Luke is guessing Orton. Matthew is guessing Randy Orton. Anybody else have a guess? I'll repeat the question one more time. Who won the WWE World Heavyweight Championship in the Elimination Chamber match at No Way Out 2009? Poor Celestia is sleeping, and Joseph is guessing Edge.
Oh, that's a pretty good guess, actually.
And the only person that got it is Joseph with Edge.
He retired right after it.
Edge was the answer. Woo!
Look at Randy. Oh.
Melissa is back in the chat asking if you like AEW.
I do like AEW.
Yes. AEW is fun.
Every Wednesday. Mm-hmm. And the pay-per-views we do.
Put the link in there saying everybody should click it and look at it. I'll look and see.
Rub it.
What does it say?
Rub.
In coordination with local partners and government officials, WrestleMania and all related events.
See, I forgot about that.
Not take place.
So Edge eliminated Randy. So Edge deserved what he got. The concerto and all that.
Oh, yeah. Edge was a jerk face.
Yeah, he turned on Randy. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he turned on him. He's a jackass. Yep, the clothes set for it. Sweet Jesus.
You can't say that.
I can say it all I want. Matthew says, LOL, sorry, Miss Dalitha. I figured you all wouldn't mind. No, I don't. I'm just kidding. I appreciate your feedback. Managing is in my future. This world is too damn silly to take it seriously, and I can afford to have fun. As you should. As my headbands portray, I am not a serious person all the time.
Roman and Edge pounding on each other right in the center of the squared circle.
Right? The map crow's like, hello, no TP, napkins or tissues, throw away in trash bags, and don't flush, not rocket science. Yeah, I don't understand why people are so obsessed with it. Luke's like, Googled answer. LOL. There's like, I forgot about Jericho. I forgot Jericho won next year. Next question. Matthew's like, Luke, what does that mean? Melissa's like, do you like NXT?
I do not mind NXT. We watch both. We watch AEW and NXT on Wednesdays. We just do picture in picture. So if you're here with us, we'll be doing both shows.
And the map crow says, as a side note, the unicorn sprinkles has no signs of diarrhea, so TP shouldn't be a major issue. Right? Like, I mean, granted, you might get a stuffy nose, maybe.
Some people do. It's like 5% can have diarrhea symptoms.
Nah, that's a really small percentage. Joseph said, Edge actually retired after WrestleMania 27. Matthew says, I just use a water bottle and my hand can be washed with soap.
That's why you shake with your right hand. Wipe it with your left and shake with your right.
That's according
Anymore,
to...
you're not even supposed to shake hands, so...
Right? Who are the people that do that? What religion are they?
Oh, I don't know if it was a religion.
Yeah, they literally use their left hand for all their nasties, and you have to use your right for all the other stuff.
Oh.
But I don't remember
There it goes. Roman's going to win this. Go on to wrestle Goldberg for the title.
Right? Matthew's like...
There's a Claymore.
Slush is like, I need my sleep. Zzz, right? Well, this is a good thing to sleep at.
And
not
there
our
it goes.
stuff, but...
So this match is over.
Oh my God, we're finally going to watch something that really counts, and it's only an hour away from the time that they should be done.
Literally 2 hours.
Of garbage.
Holy shit.
They're like, hey, if we put some wonderful commercials in there, we can make sure and make it last quite a long time. It'll be amazing.
We could extend that out to 2 hours.
Larry's like, no, people are wrapping TP around them instead of wearing a mask. Right? Luke says, Talitha, she's not really serious till she rants about women's wrestling.
Yeah.
Melissa wants to know, who's your favorite WWE wrestler?
Probably Bray Wyatt.
And now wants to know, who will win WWE or AEW?
Are we talking about ratings?
I don't know.
WWE will crush them
always,
in ratings.
It's happening. It's gonna happen.
Because of the 50 to 80-year-old range. But, just in pure show, it's really close. I really like both. And if you're saying NXT and AEW's got better ratings there. But if you're going WWE, like their main roster, it's not even close. It's like almost 3-1 difference in ratings.
Right. Matthew's like, I am the great Cornholio. I need TP for my bunghole. The unicorn squiggles has turned into the disease known as bevitis. In Iraq, it was disrespectful to use the left hand for already said reasons. Yeah, because that's what it is. Muslims, I think, is it Muslims? It's in a religion. Like, they literally use one hand for all the icky, gross stuff. And then they use their right hand for eating and everything else. And they literally teach them that from, like, the time they're little. Could you imagine if you're like, I accidentally touched my face with my butt hand. Ew.
I'm not ambidextrous.
Right? Thor's like, next trivia. Narrator Games is back. Hey, narrator. Nice
Hello.
to see you back.
Got his phone charged.
Like, charged. Yes. Matthew says in Iraq there was a place squatting, right? There was a place to squat with a water can. Place squatting. Looks like place squatting? I knew what he meant. Looks like, oh, LOL. Joseph said, also at WrestleMania 21, Edge won the Money in the Bank and Undertaker beat Randy Orton to become 13-0.
Maybe that's why they're buying so much water, too. Is they're going to wash their butt with the water.
Maybe.
Because they can't get the toilet paper.
Because they can't get into their bathtubs and do it. Weirdos. Narrator's like, we are finally back to Raw. Yes. Matthew says, I want to manage you, Dalitha. You are women's champ.
She's pretty tall, too, so if she got out there, she up there with Nia Jax.
Melissa's like, who's your favorite AEW wrestler?
Oh my gosh, I have 7 of them. So I pretty much every wrestler that I watch, I'm like, oh, he's my new favorite.
On AEW,
I think it's the Luchasaurus, though.
We know which one's his least favorite.
You do?
Yes. Joey Janela.
Oh my gosh.
I know which one is the least favorite.
I cannot handle Joey Janela.
I already know that answer. I got that one down. Matthew's like, touchscreen and I'm drunk. Yeah, that probably doesn't help so much.
And boom. Play more.
Matthew's like, Ed should have never done the appear. Matthew wants to know how tall I am. And Matthew's also saying, Jelly Janela can't sell.
She's like 5'9"-ish.
Yeah. I'm about 5'9". It's pretty tall for a girl. I mean, it's above average for a girl, I guess. Not really.
It's taller than most of the girls on the roster.
Yeah, they're all like 5'2". I feel like I'm Amazon next to those kind of people. I feel like a ginormous person. It's creepy. All right. Here, we'll do a trivia real quick. Whom did Jinder Mahal defeat at Backlash to win his first WWE championship?
Oh, fuck.
Hurry, Walter. Stick around just for this one. You got to at least get this trivia question.
Oh my gosh. Who was that? I was so excited too, and I can't remember who he beat. Oh, here comes the Taker.
Undertaker's coming down.
It's kind of a bad time to be asking questions.
It's all right.
Is everybody excited about the Undertaker's dong?
It happened. All the people out in the audience are just flabbergasted and silent. They have nothing to say. All right. So Thor guessed Randy Orton, Joseph guessed Randy Orton, Matthew guessed Daniel Bryan, and then Randy Orton. Larry guessed AJ, Walter guessed Randy Orton, and
I do not think it was AJ.
Larry saying it's Randy. And the answer is Randy Orton. Yes,
oh my
Randy
gosh.
Orton was the. Oh my God. Why is he so angry?
He doesn't like to sign contracts.
I guess not. Why? Ugh.
So Undertaker forgot that they're supposed to sign the contracts before his freak out. And so he had the freak out first. Now he has to set the table back up. Did you see him?
Yeah, he was setting it back up, and I don't know why he was setting it back. Why did he get so mad?
He just got angry.
That's just kind of
Maybe he
weird.
couldn't get water or toilet paper.
Oh, that's probably what it is. He probably couldn't. That's terrifying.
Even the CDC guys were making fun of people buying so much toilet paper.
Oh my God, everybody's making fun of people buying toilet paper. Like our governor is making fun of people buying toilet paper. People, you need to stop buying so much toilet paper. We're not going to run out. You guys need to stop hoarding.
Well, we are
literally stop hoarding.
We are running out because people
are hoarding.
Buying it.
Walter's like, okay, thanks for trivia. Bye, guys. See you, Walter.
See you, Walter. Thanks for hanging out much longer this time.
Yeah.
We got an extra hour out of him.
Yeah, we did get an extra hour out of him. We will probably see you hopefully on Wednesday.
We will see him on Wednesday. Walter's a stud.
And Matthew hashtag the Taker's dong, and Luke was loving it too. And Melissa
Everybody
gave us the answer of Randy Orton also.
Everybody loves the Undertaker's dong.
I do not. Matthew said no.
You don't get excited over his dong?
No. Matthew said, if I don't know, I'll listen to Larry. Walter's like, yes, I got it. And Joseph's like, Delitha and Travis are like Maria and Mike Kanellis.
Oh. Because I dress up in a tie?
Should I feel insulted by that? I'm not sure if I should feel offended.
Why would you feel offended?
I don't know, because she literally is a liar. She got pregnant and then like,
it's fine.
Stop it. I don't want your stupid tie in my face. Ugh, it's so gross.
Look how big it is. Look.
It's ginormous. It's like in my face. Narrator says, imagine if Stone Cold goes page mode and blames him not being there because of travel issues, so we have to wait till next week for the whole women's elimination chamber match. Right? Because you know that's probably going to happen.
Oh my gosh.
They're like, let's show this garbage again. Yay. Oh.
I hope they don't do that on Friday.
God, please don't. I will slit my wrist.
I
seriously don't ever want to see that again. I don't know.
They had plenty of time to get enough people there.
They could have. Yes. Matthew says, I'll listen to Walter when I don't know. Sorry. Hashtag Austin 360 days started early. LOL.
So I wonder if there's even going to be a match.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
They haven't advertised one.
No. Larry says, thank God I'm not actually watching Raw.
Yeah, there's nothing to be watching.
Right? Matthew is like, I already asked that. Sorry. What'd you already ask? What did I miss? What did you ask? Joseph says, no offense at all to leave that. Okay. The Map Crow's like, our Orton Randy's father once wore a cast on his arm for almost 2.5 years, claiming his arm hadn't properly healed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bob Orton.
Ace Orton. Ace Orton, Randy's father. Ace Orton. That's pretty funny. Actually.
He was in the main event at WrestleMania 1.
That's pretty funny. That's weird at the same time.
Yeah.
He's like an old man.
His dad? Yeah, his dad's old.
Is he still alive?
Yeah.
Huh. We're back to the Performance Center. They're
they want to tell you how good it is.
They're like, look at all the stuff we do here. It's amazing.
And now we play wrestling here, too.
We're like, we are so great. We just like to play reruns of matches and shit that you've already seen. But it's cool. I don't know what else. Oh, hey, look, last Monday. Look what happened with AJ Styles.
Well, we know what happened.
Because he called out The Undertaker and all that stuff. He's like, ha. Oh, no. It was scary. Oh, last month at Super Showdown. They're like, we went back to last Monday. Now we got to go back to last month to give you all the updates of what really happened.
In case you guys haven't been watching wrestling for the past 6 months.
And then 8 days ago, they had to show again what happened last week. But it was last week, and then it was 8 days ago. So
lots going on.
I don't think they know what they're doing.
Well, we're going to get AJ Styles coming out. Is he going to bring Anderson and Gallo down there to sign a contract?
I don't know, but the narrator wants to know why the Undertaker looked like he has cancer. I don't know. He has a weird he has his hair braided in the back, and then he's got like a beanie on or something.
His stomach sticks out like he's fat, but he's not. It's kind of just relaxed, maybe. Maybe he shaved his head because of that. Maybe.
I don't know. I thought he had his hair in the back that was braided.
Wasn't that woman bald there?
I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe she fought cancer.
Maybe.
And then he shaved his head because of her.
Possibly. I don't know anything.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know.
I guess he goes through phases of having long and short hair.
He's been down and out before.
I have long hair, and I have short hair, and I have short hair, and I have long hair.
But he's been beating AJ every single time they've been together.
Right.
And so, is AJ going to get him at Mania?
I don't know, but you would think that AJ's fabulous hair would give him a one-up, right?
Yes, because he's the phenomenal one.
Right, totally.
He's got the phenomenal hair.
Phenomenal hair, indeed. The Map Crow says, Bob Ace Orton, 69 years old. And Joseph said something about that being correct. And then he retracted his message. Matthew said, WWE could have made a lot more of this situation, and I'm sad. WWE has all of that talent and replaying pay-per-views. Yeah. Larry's like, you remember Iron Mike Sharp? He wore a cast on his arm for like 12 years. That's funny.
So, Undertaker got rid of all the furniture in the ring, and now he's just waiting for AJ. And AJ is not coming down.
Maybe his head was cold. See, he has a braid in the back, so I don't know if that's his real hair or if that's fake or...
It could be real.
He's waiting for him. He's like, where are you, phenomenal one? Why is he acting all weird and scared? It's creepy. I don't like it.
You can tell he's just an old, crippled up dude.
I don't get
that. That dude's been through hell.
I don't understand this at all. Oh.
AJ's in the back on the prompter.
It was me who challenged you. Righty then. Just like you.
People are trying to come in there to be just like him. Oh, my.
Right?
I don't think we're going to have a match tonight.
I don't think we're going to have a match either. I'm pretty sure that they're just going to talk a lot.
We're in the third hour, right?
Basically.
Yeah, just barely, though. That's a lot of talking.
That's a lot of talking. What?
He's saying the Undertaker's going to interject himself into WrestleMania. And you don't see it in any other sport where somebody can just say, well, I'm going to be in that championship. Right. Oh, he's talking about his wife now.
That dusty old jacket. Larry says, you remember Iron Mike Sharp? Oh, he wore the cast. And the Map Pro says, right, Larry, Canada's greatest athlete, or at least he claimed, Iron Mike Sharp. LOL. Larry says, imagine if AJ actually beats Undertaker.
I don't know. Is he going to?
I don't know. Matthew says, Undertaker is getting old for a dead man. Taker should not be fading as a wrestler. He needs a faction to lead. My hair is better than AJ Styles. How old is he? AJ?
He's 40.
He's like 40.
He might be 41, but I think he's 40.
Yeah. Melissa wants to know, who's better, Undertaker or Brock Lesnar?
Oh, ever or right now? Right now it would be Brock because he's champion. Ever, right? That's a tough one.
Matthew says, Melissa, that's a tough question. Undertaker is known for wrestling, and he's my guy. And the Map Crow's like, a Raw filibuster, right? That they just talk for hours and hours and hours until everybody just goes, oh my God, I can't stand this. Oh, that's funny. Matthew's like, AJ is a smaller talent with great skills, and I'm proud that he is facing Undertaker. I just wish AJ got into WWE with Punk and Bryan.
Yeah, years earlier.
Joseph says, Bob Orton was the manager of Paul Orndorff?
Yeah, Paul Orndorff and Roddy Piper.
Roddy Piper in the main event of WrestleMania 1 where they faced off against Hulk Hogan and Mr. T.
Yep.
Larry says, tomorrow night at 6:05 Eastern is Super Power NWA.
So they're still doing it?
Excuse me.
Are they going to be doing it without a crowd there? Because their crowds are usually small anyways.
Melissa says, what's happening right now for Raw? AJ is talking.
AJ's in the back with the OC. They're in the back. They got the contract. And I don't know if he signed it already or not.
I think he signed it.
Oh, he's sending Gallows and Anderson out there to give the contract to The Undertaker.
Yeah.
And while he's hiding in the stock room.
Yeah, he's not going to go out. AJ's like, no, I'm not going to go out there. I'm going to send my lackeys to do it for me. I don't want to get my butt beat. I don't want to get choked out or whatever it is that he does to people.
Undertaker's waiting in the ring, and now here comes Anderson and Gallows.
Which is funny. They have their own little thing. That's funny.
Yeah, they have their own music and everything.
They're like, Anderson Gallows. They send their names up there, too. And Matthew's like, Larry, you're brilliant. Wrestling Gab, do power tomorrow, please. And Matthew says, NWA records ahead of time.
Oh. That makes sense.
You guys would have to deal with just Travis. I won't do it.
You wouldn't be here.
Exactly. And I won't do it.
You need to start doing it.
No. Larry says, no, it was taped like sometime last month.
Yes, movement. Yes. Yes. Yes.
No.
Like this.
No. No. No.
No. That's a no movement.
That's a good movement for me.
Look,
no.
They handed him the contract and then they backed off. Will he bend over and grab the contract himself? Oh, there's the dong. Lights went out. They're in trouble.
I think they're in trouble.
They can't see in the dark.
They can't see in the dark. Uh-oh.
Look behind him.
He's right behind you. Where'd he go? Oh, God, he's right behind me, isn't he? He's behind us.
Just run.
He's like, oh, Lord, I don't want to turn around. Poor
Gallows
Anderson.
is tall.
Oh, dude.
Oh, they're getting jacked.
He took off his beanie.
He's the dead man.
He's like, I gotta take off my hat.
Right into the steps.
He's like,
Gallows is out. Or Anderson, sorry. Gallows is getting beat now.
Mm-hmm.
Was AJ just going to sit there and watch? Come on, AJ.
AJ's going to sit there and watch.
Show him you're a man.
Show him you're a man. Show him how phenomenal you really are. That's funny.
Gallows into the ring barrier. Protecting the crowd that's not even there.
Well, there, he grabbed the contract.
Oh, here we go.
Is he going to sign it?
Yeah.
He beat him up. Now he's like, signing! And done.
It's signed. It's official.
And he's ripping it out.
Oh, he's going to shove it in his throat.
He's like, here, eat it. Oh, that's disgusting.
There's your answer, AJ. We've got not a title match. We just got a match at WrestleMania.
AJ versus The Undertaker. Ooh. With his belly band on.
You're going to walk right towards AJ.
But will he stay there or will he disappear?
It's such a trip.
Walking towards somebody?
Somebody's face on a screen.
On a screen? Ooh, that's funny. His face is on a screen on a screen.
Boom.
Ha 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 ha. That's hilarious. Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, we do have Rey Mysterio.
Andrade.
Is that match happening next? We're going to have a match?
Up next on Raw. Yay! Rey Mysterio versus Andrade. Woo!
Are they being racist?
Why? Because of brown people? What are you talking about? Why would
They're
they
expendable.
be Travis Scott.
They're like, we don't care if they get sick.
terrible
Well, nobody else is wrestling. Already said this. Like, over in every other country, they're cleaning in, like, these huge hazmat suits with, like, sprayers. They cut to New York, and they got these people just cleaning the subway with rags. They don't even have masks on their face. They're just like, I'm like, what's going on here?
Matthew's like, they do studio shots, which is why Stoner and Rock and Roll Express is on NWA and AEW in the same week. Cool. Matthew also says, good job, Travis. Establish a routine. And Slushy was going for the Taker to beat the crap out of him.
Beat their ash.
And Matthew's like, hashtag Taker's dong, Aleister Black needs to step up. And Matthew's like, yay, AJ versus Undertaker. It's happening. And Matthew also says, Stone Cold says, give me a hell yeah for AJ versus Taker. Hell yeah. The map goes like 619. Yeah, it's Rey Mysterio. He killed a guy.
And Andrade.
Narrator's like,
That's Tom's favorite.
Where's my Austin? Where's my beer? Right? This is Tom's favorite wrestler. Jim Ross is in the voice. Hey, Jim Ross. Says,
hey, Ross.
Hey, I hear my voice.
I like me some Jim Ross.
The map crow says, hold my beer.
How's Tony Schiavone? It's like, I don't want to hear that. I don't like that son of a bitch. I was kidding.
Right. Larry's like, again, Rey versus Andrade. Really?
Who's going to win it?
Yeah. Who's going to win it?
Zelina Vega.
Yeah, she probably will.
Zelina Vega.
Jim Ross is Stone Cold. Stone Cold. Whoop, whoop.
We're getting close.
It's happening. It's getting closer after the commercials. Why do they even have them individually wrapped? That's just ridiculous.
I think they should.
I think they shouldn't. Why do they have them individually wrapped?
Because.
Why do they have to have Reese's Peanut Butter Cups individually wrapped? Why don't they just have the Reese's Peanut Butter Cups? And I'm not talking about the little tiny ones. I'm talking about the regular size one, just unwrapped in a big old bag. So you can just like.
What the?
Just yum yum.
Oh my God. Wow. All the chocolate would melt together. You'd have to have special chocolate.
No, it wouldn't.
Yes,
it wouldn't melt. They do it with other stuff. What difference would it make?
They're individually wrapped for a reason.
They need to not be individually wrapped. For reasons. Matthew says, Mysterio is all about wrestling. With all due respect, people with culture stick together. Look at Italy and people singing from their balconies while in quarantine. Sorry for filling the chat.
Oh, it's fine.
He also says, Jim Ross, how would you describe the state of wrestling?
Yeah.
How would you?
I'm excited to see him on Wednesday.
Right? On Wednesday.
Keep him in quarantine. We don't want Jim getting sick.
The Map Crow's like, Reese's Pieces and Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, bad idea. Way overrated. It's disgusting.
Isn't it?
Christian Slater?
Yeah.
Looks like it. Looks like he's going to be in some kind of a show. Based on the shocking true crime, Dirty John, Betty, the Betty Broderick story.
Oh, Betty Broderick.
this June. Better be watching it. Anyways, the Map Crow's talking about Reese's Pieces and Reese's Peanut Butter Cups was a bad idea. It was way overrated. If Reese's Pieces weren't in the movie E.T., they might not even exist today.
Thank you, Steven Spielberg.
That's very true because they thought about using something else, but they decided Reese's Pieces were better. And I think putting Reese's Pieces in Reese's Peanut Butter Cups is disgusting.
I wouldn't know.
I don't even know why people would
It didn't come out when I was eating candy. I haven't had candy in 2 years. And so anything that's been invented in the last 2 years, I have no idea.
Larry's like, why are the mint flavored Lifesavers individually wrapped? I don't know. Is that dumb? Like, I don't want to, get into a bag of wintergreen Lifesavers and have to open every individual one. I want my hands to be grubby upon all of them so that I don't have to share. Hello? Duh.
Yeah, maybe because there could be breath mints for stores or something.
Well, yeah, like the wintergreen, you know how they come in the big old packages and they're individually wrapped?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, why would you need them to be?
For stores.
I don't
if you owned a restaurant or something.
Joseph said, did my last message come up? I don't know what your last message was, Joseph.
If it swears, sometimes not.
Yeah, if you may have put stuff in there. But the last message that I have from you is that Bob Orton was the manager of Paul Orndorff and Roddy Piper in the main event of WrestleMania 1, where they faced off against Hulk Hogan and Mr. T. That was the last message that I have in the chat from you.
So Asuka is at the guest ring announcer table.
Oh, is she? Interesting. Why is she there?
But there's no women wrestling.
Maybe she just wanted to be down there to be mean to Zelina Vega?
I don't know. But Zelina's boots look sweet.
Her pink hooker boots she's got on with her...
black and pink.
With her pink, whatever you call that, leopard print bustier she's got on.
Whatever she's wearing, she looks excellent.
I don't know. The Map Crow's like, Christian Slater helped my career's dead. Right? Narrator says, I have WWE 2K20 and I have the old Bray Wyatt, but I have to pay $15 to get the Fiend. Well, that's stupid. The Map Crow says, M&M's were the first choice for ET and they turned it down. How many got fired at Mars Candy that week?
Right. You did what?
I don't know. I think it would have been weird if it was M&M's. I think it's kind of cool that it was Reese's Pieces. I do like Reese's Pieces sometimes. But they're very sweet. Like, they're overwhelmingly sweet.
M&M?
No, Reese's Pieces. Oh, my God. So, one of the stores around here used to make these chocolate cookies with Reese's Pieces in them. Oh, my God. They were so good. They were the best cookies ever. And then they stopped selling them. I was so
Looks
mad.
like Ray cut his hair off. See his hair?
He did.
He's bald.
Maybe he decided to, looks like he decided to cut his hair. Interesting. Matthew says, Larry, because without a gasket, your mints would stick together. I used to eat Tootsie Rolls like a dip. Rollers like a dip. I tucked it, and my spit was brown like tobacco. I was so cool. I drank IBC root beer, too. Was this when you were young, or is this yesterday? Just making sure, Matthew.
We get 20% off championship titles and 40% off other merchandise.
After the Bell podcast with Corey Graves available Thursday. Sweet. Luke says Stone Cold is about to look like a majority of American drunk drunk drinking more beer and cussing at no one in particular. Right? He's all drinking alone. It's creepy.
K&B was running out of beer.
That's weird.
People were binge buying beer too.
This weekend?
Yeah,
That's
somebody
strange.
had bought 6 30-packs right before, like when I was in there.
Oh my God. How strange.
They went out the other door.
Oh, that's just weird.
They had to do 2 trips.
That's so dumb. Which is funny because the lady at work was like, well, they had enough beer and wine at Costco if you really wanted to, stock up on that. I was like, right? Go to the liquor store, everybody. Go get yourself stupid. Joseph says, if you think that Undertaker will bring back the biker version of himself, do you think? Or
no.
Do you think?
Probably I don't see that happening.
No, probably
Especially not in the Performance Center. They're not going to be able to ride a motorcycle around there.
Yeah, no way. Matthew said, Asuka is at the announcer table for her crazy Japanese commentary. Asuka yelling at Shayna during the chamber match was epic.
Yeah.
I like Asuka yelling at people. Matthew says, LOL, thanks for not timing me out, Luke. LOL. Why would you get timed out? You're a strange boy. We have Anthony Elias in the chat. Anthony. Hello, Anthony. Says, yay, we're finally getting the first match. It's 10:18. Right? Woo! It's a party!
It's happening.
Freaking happening, bitches. It's happening. Everybody's all like, Rey Mysterio and Andrade, blah. And it's like,
Again.
It's a match. It's a match, people. It's a match.
And it's live.
Right? Matthew Medded. Oh, Wrestling Gab. I never stop being awesome.
Never.
Never. Seraphim says, what's a 4-letter word for Sirius or Polaris? What?
Polaris?
I have no idea. Daria says, have you ever tried eating a clock? Is it just time consuming? Cute. Matthew's like, I bought 12 packs of 16-ounce beers because it was on sale. That's a good
and
way
that's
to
how
do
you
it,
do
I guess. Zoe's laughing because earlier I said Jim Ross, but really Matthew had it as Rim Joss. And Zoe's laughing about it now.
Oh, Rim.
Oh, Rim Joss. Oh, you know. Matthew wants to walk with Elias.
Who doesn't? I wish he was there. I want to hear one of his songs. Make me feel better.
Right? I need music.
Takes my anxiety away.
Pepper Fleck is har, har, har. And earlier we did have Pepper McIntyre in the chat.
Oh,
when Drew McIntyre re-won the Royal Rumble.
Re-won it.
He re-won it.
They replayed it just for us tonight.
So we can see it again.
They're like, do you remember what you did? AJ, you hurt your shoulder.
Right? Remember. Matthew says, Steiner child drinking beer while Elias plays a riff would get crazy ratings.
Make it happen.
Do it. Tell the writers. Tell them all. Write into them and say, you guys need to get your shit together. More people need to be drinking beer. What are you thinking? How many people are Kit Kat fans?
Everybody.
Does everybody love Kit Kats?
Everybody has to like Kit Kats.
Right? Matthew's like,
McKenna's mom doesn't like it because they have wafers. She doesn't like wafers.
She's not like wafer cookies. Mm-hmm. She's not a waferer.
Oh! Andrade into the steel post. Asuka's eyes are bleeding. My
favorite candy bar of all time is a Nutrageous bar. Those are my favorite.
I got so many.
Yours are whatchamacallits.
They're good.
If he had a choice, it would be a whatchamacallit, quickly followed by a midnight Milky Way.
The dark chocolate. But I like the other ones. I like the peanut butter ones too.
Right. But if you had a choice, you would pick.
Yeah.
I know which ones you'd pick.
And the Easter egg, what are those called? The Reese's Pieces Easter eggs. The Reese's Easter eggs. You got them out in the kitchen.
Oh, just the peanut butter cups?
Yeah.
Just Reese's peanut butter cups?
Yeah, but those aren't normal. They taste different than the ones that you'd buy.
They're Reese's
because there's
peanut
more
butter
peanut
eggs.
butter in it.
There are. They're different. The chocolate. isn't as thick, you could say. Yes. Neri says, all these chocolate ads make me want chocolate, but I only have Reese's cups. Seraphim says, I just love cat. Not the kit, just the cat.
Yeah.
Matthew's like, Stone Cold drinking beer while listening to Elias play a riff. Oh, okay, got it now. The Map Crow says, not a fan of Kit Kat. Twix is better wafer candy. Different kind of cookie in there. True, with some caramel. And Matthew's like the 100-gram bar, right? Those are one of my favorites, too. Oh, my gosh. His daughter had never had one. And I was like, you like caramel? And she's like, yeah. And I go, you like Rice Krispies? I'm like, you should try one of these. She was like, these are so good. And I was like, I can't believe you've never had these.
619.
1,000 grand.
Well, oh, he hit him with it.
100 grand bars or whatever.
Going up top.
Such good things.
Is Zelina Vega going to get involved? Frog Splash. Eggs. That's it.
Ooh.
1, 2, and 3.
Oh, wow. Rey Mysterio won over Andrade. That's
beat
amazing.
Him right in the squared circle.
And
I don't think that was a title match.
No, it's not. Zelina's like, what the hell? And Asuka's like, she's way excited about it. I'm not sure if she's excited or if she's like ready to pee her pants. One or the other's happening.
Ray 619 and then a frog splash off the top.
He's like, I did it, bitches. Look at me. Call me old.
Andrade's like, what the heck? You don't usually see a champion lose like that.
Right? You do not.
Oh, 8 days ago. We're not going to get an Elimination Chamber match, are we?
Oh, I hope not. They can't. It's only 8:26. They can't
There's
do
40
one.
minutes.
It would take too long. There's too many people.
That match wasn't very long, was it?
Oh, it was long. They waited every 5 minutes for one person to come out or whatever they did. 5 minutes in between and then 5 minutes. It was terrible.
They're just showing a full recap of it.
Matt
Video
Pro
and all.
is talking about Cadbury eggs. Yes, I know it's Easter time. Easter candy. Joseph says, remember the time that Mark Henry brought back his sexual chocolate gimmick for one night only on Raw in 2010?
His sexual chocolate.
Matthew asks if Ayla was still around, but I don't know if she said anything. I don't think she is.
I don't think she is.
Alakan Khan is in the chat. Hey, Alakan Khan says, Pakistan Zindabad. All right.
Exactly.
And the Map Crow says sexual chocolate. LOL, good one. Seraphim says MSJ crossword puzzle is hard. Okay. And Matthew's like, Sarah, I'm a pie guy. And the Map Crow says, glad I gave up chocolate for Lent. Thanks, haha.
Oh, my Lord.
I'm sorry. When is Lent over?
40 days after it started.
It started on the 2nd of March.
Was that?
Mm-hmm. Alakan says, America P.Y. Lanat. All right. Celestia is like 619. Yeah. And the Map Crow says the 100 grand is underrated, right? It totally is.
It's Shayna Baszler trying
I think
to get
it's underrated enough. They need to start doing commercials like they are with the Crunch Bar. Because it's by the same company.
What's their commercial?
The Crunch Bar. They have all the commercials for the Crunch Bar now to kind of get people to start eating it more. And I said they should do that for 100 grand.
They had Nestle Crunch Bars my whole life. Like the commercial.
I know, but now they're making.
Gotta have it. It's so scrumptious.
Right. And now they have more commercials for it again. It's funny. Matthew's like 619 Booyaka 619. Seraphim says, remember the movie called The Worm? No. Or The Move. The Move. Oh, excuse me. Remember the move called The Worm? Right?
Absolutely.
Don't they still do it? Matthew says.
It's the caterpillar now.
Oh, Matthew says, Mysterio is such a great man. He is what wrestling is all about.
Exactly. Earlier tonight. See, was she driving there? You couldn't really see.
No. The Map Crow says, Scotty too hottie.
See how they get it really close and then they pan.
Yeah, there's no way she was driving. She does not have a CDL.
And boom.
Narrator says, Ray won even though the match is over, but could that match be for the United States Championship? Right?
Maybe later on.
Maybe later on. Who knows?
But I figure it would be, what's his name anyways? Humberto Carrillo.
Right. The Map Crow's Nestle Crunch. Yes.
That's happening next. We're going to see some Becky.
Ooh, Becky's coming out next, huh? The Map Crow's like the Worm. And Joseph's like, I love paydays. I know other people who really like those too. I think your nephew really liked them. Jacob, he always wanted them.
Huh.
I will eat paydays, but I am not a huge fan of them. They're okay though. Matthew said, Charleston Chews are only good frozen. That is how I feel about grasshopper cookies.
Ooh, those are good. I forgot those even existed.
Or Thin Mints, I guess, if you want to go for the Girl Scout cookie way. But frozen grasshopper cookies are one of my favorites. Or frozen peanut butter M&Ms are really good too. I'm gonna have to eat some M&Ms. They're staring at me.
There's like 5.
They're like, eat me, eat the rest of me. So I'm gone. Matthew says, Otis does a caterpillar with an elbow drop across the guzzy pipe instead of a 612 elbow deep.
Right.
And Joseph says, or this candy bar called Zero. You know, I've never had a Zero. I've never had that candy bar. I don't even know what it is. I mean, I've seen it, but I don't know what's in it. So I've never had it.
It's probably chocolate.
I know it has chocolate on it, but I don't know what's in it. Narrator says, Baron Corbin once did an End of Days to Becky Lynch, but it is okay because they call her the man. Right?
Yeah, I remember that. We're right at the 30-minute mark.
Of
what's left.
Of what's left. The Map Crow says peppermint patties.
I remember peppermint patties.
And Seraphim says, try a deep fried Snickers bar. You know, every time I go to the fair, I always think I'm going to get one, but instead I end up getting deep fried cheesecake bites instead. Oh my God. Those are so good.
Just buy a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh, I try, but I can't. I want to get all the things I normally get, and then I'm like, and then I want extra stuff, and I just can't do it.
Just don't eat it.
Oh
Just
my
take
God.
bites of it.
But that's not, but you have to eat it because it tastes good. So then you're like, yum, yum, yum.
I think you should eat a little bit of everything, and then that's enough.
Melissa wants to know who won the Andrade and Rey Mysterio match.
Rey Mysterio with a 619 and then a frog splash, and he pinned him right in the center of the ring. 1, 2, 3.
Yep, it happened.
It was not for the title.
And Zelina Vega did not interfere in any way.
No interference.
No interference. And Seraphim wants deep fried butter. I guess that could be good. They hearted it and drooled. I'm not sure that I'd be excited about deep fried butter. Sounds kind of gross, actually. I have had chocolate covered bacon. That was pretty good.
Anything with bacon is good.
It was actually really good because they cooked the bacon and then they dipped it in chocolate and then cooled it again so it was cold.
The man.
It was really good. It's Miss Becky Lynch. She's coming out there with her belt, yelling to the crowd like, look at me, I'm exciting.
She's Mrs. the Man.
She's like, look at me. She's like, that's right. I am the man. I am awesome.
She's talking shit to the pyro. I like her yellow shoelaces.
Those are her shoes, actually.
Oh.
Her shoelaces are black.
Never mind. Are they fire color?
Her shoes?
Yeah.
They're like a yellow mustardy kind of color with some red accents and black. Melissa wants to know what's happening right now.
Becky Lynch just came down to the ring, and that's where we're at.
I take it she's going to address us about Shayna Baszler stuff, and I'm going to have some M&Ms because I'm hungry.
Shayna, this one's for you. I know you're watching at home.
And she's listening and watching.
Oh, Baszler's watching her.
Ooh.
Absolute legend of an Irish woman.
I thought she called herself a ginger.
She did.
Oh, okay, good. I was like,
ginger,
did she call herself a ginger?
this absolute legend of an Irish woman. She's been hunted, and she's tired of being hunted. And so she became champion. She's going to be a champion for a year.
Yep. Has it been a
And
year already?
I hope she keeps it. Who's going for Baszler? Anybody out there going for Baszler at WrestleMania?
What? What?
I love when Becky talks. Oh, she's going to prove that her whole life is a lie.
Ooh.
Baszler's just a fat liar.
Not surprising.
She don't look very happy. Use your words. Shayna, use your words.
She's gonna bite her again.
Use your words. She's very upset.
Mm-hmm.
She's holding it in.
She needs to let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
Let's see what happens.
We've got
Becky's
Joe
got her
Miller
back.
in the chat.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, Joe Miller, what's up? He asked us what's up.
Oh, we're just watching some Monday Night Raw. We got to see one match tonight. And, well, we actually got to see some Royal Rumble main event.
Right.
Look at Vince in the hospital.
Mm-hmm. October 5th, 1998.
Pretty sure he gets hit with a bedpan. Oh, he's breaking his ankle again.
Not very nice.
There's the bedpan. Oh, God. He's going to go rectal.
He was in his underwear.
He went rectal on him.
That's nasty.
Stone Cold Steve Austin returns tonight.
So Matthew's like, hot sweets can be a bit much. A deep fried slice of pizza? Yes, ma'am. And Luke is throwing out some fear into the chat. Luke's like, so my mom just called me freaking out. Kansas City, Missouri has apparently just went on official lockdown. No business are to happen other than grocery and convenience stores, gas stations, and restaurants can only do drive-through and delivery. Police and National Guard will be enforcing the lockdown. That is scary as hell.
Yeah, it can be.
Joseph says, well, don't forget 3-minute warning destroyed 2 women in their bra and panties after they kissed each other for Eric Bischoff's enjoyment.
Yes. Back in the day.
Matthew's like, I'm in Albuquerque and this place is going on lockdown too. Fun.
What place is?
Albuquerque.
Oh.
Joe says, my birthday is tomorrow. Well, happy early birthday, Joe.
But how do they do lockdowns if you can go through the drive-through and if you can go to stores? Like,
Yeah.
what exactly is the lockdown?
Yeah, what is the lockdown? Meaning, like, there's no in and out traffic, but they're going to have trucks of stuff coming in and out, kind of thing. I mean, really, that's not that big of a deal. It'd be different if they locked you in your house and you couldn't leave. And people might get a little upset about that. Like, really upset. Matthew says, what are you munching on, Dalitha?
M&M's.
Peanut M&M's. And he says, Shayna never looks happy. Shayna better be lousy Ronda Rousey. Well, I don't think Ronda Rousey is going to be in there. I think she's supposed to go up against the man. And Joe Miller's like, I love wrestling. Melissa's like, I get to watch Raw on my TV now. And also, it's their birthday tomorrow. Also, cool.
Awesome. Happy birthday.
John L. still in the chat says, at least Roman Reigns won't get booed. Where's the championship?
Yeah.
Right?
That's the fact.
He won't get cheered either, so
That's all right.
Luke says, I'm not trying to throw fear in chat, Dalitha. Sorry. It's just unreal to me, so I wanted to share. My bad.
Yep. A lot of things happening that aren't realistic.
Yeah.
It's just, like I said, we got to get used to being not used to things for a while.
Let's see. Joe Miller's like, I love this channel. Yay!
Joe!
And Mark Garrido is like, is there a stream link here? No.
No.
Sorry, Mike. Nice to see you in our chat, but there is no stream link here.
We just hang out with you.
And watch it with everybody.
And trust me, there's only been one match tonight.
Oh, yeah. It was amazing.
Nothing's been happening.
Lots of reruns. And Matthew is like, ew. I'm not sure what he's doing about. Melissa wants to get another shout out. Go for it.
Melissa! Thank you for watching.
Luke says the police and National Guard are to keep all other businesses closed. Apparently, any business caught operating that isn't supposed to be will be fined and maybe even closed. That's awesome. So they're not going to let people go to their jobs, and they're not going to pay these people for their time that they can't be at their jobs. Huh. I wonder how that's going to work out for the economy. Maybe they should fucking stop doing stupid shit like that. Narrator wants to know, is there a way to donate?
There is not. We have not figured it out yet. I haven't really been looking into it. I probably should.
We haven't really paid that much attention to it just because.
We just like hanging out.
Yeah. It's never been something we've been like, eh.
I'll get on it. I've said this for a couple weeks now.
Right. What are these guys talking about?
Wrestling.
No, they're not. Ooh.
They're talking about Charlotte and Rhea Ripley.
Ooh, they are talking about Charlotte and Rhea Ripley. We always want to know about that.
And Charlotte, in her little mini skirt, getting
Mike
kicked
told
and
us
falling
thank
down.
you for the info.
Yeah, Mike, no problem, boss.
And Matthew's like, tonight it's all about Christmas with the hosts and guests. Matthew's like, narrator, I tried for the donation stuff. And yeah, we just haven't really done very much effort into it because, you know, we just like hanging out with you guys. It's not about money, really. Melissa says, will you think WrestleMania is going to, because they can't do it from Tampa Bay, they're going to do WrestleMania from...
It's going to happen at the Performance Center.
At the Performance Center. It's on. It's still happening as a pay-per-view even and on the network. So it's still happening. Larry's like, I'm back. I had to bring in groceries and take out trash to the street. Oh, well, you're not supposed to be doing any of that. I'm just kidding.
Wash your hands.
Go wash your hands 500 times. Matthew's like, unemployment insurance. Sure.
For everybody in a city?
For every single person in the city? For every single job?
That's a lot of money for one city.
Joe Miller's like, I've been wanting to donate too.
We'll figure it out.
Joseph is like, Joe is going to kill you. Oh, that sounds terrible, Joseph. Matthew's like, I just want to buy y'all or contribute to a meal and drink.
We'll figure it out. Like
he wants to buy us like we're selling ourselves? Sounds terrifying.
Meh.
Meh.
No.
And
there's
Matthew
Kevin
is
Owens.
talking about something in the cooter. The
dogs are getting excited outside.
They're seeing something outside they aren't supposed to. Joseph's like, I miss Samoa Joe. Well, he got in trouble.
Yeah, he's on steroid break.
Narrator says, you guys are the type of streamers I like. Well, awesome.
This is cool.
Just cool.
I'm just kidding.
We're awesome. We're so amazing.
Naxos? No.
Kevin Owens is talking to us. He's telling us stuff. Not sure what he's telling us.
He's telling us that Seth's in trouble.
Sweet.
In just a few weeks.
Why does that not surprise me? Matthew says, well, that's one way to make sure Roman finally gets not booed and nobody chants for me. CM Punk Twitter last 2 hours. Right? Mike says, new Stone Cold and Bret Hitman Hart interview is great, by the way. Awesome.
Oh, I'll have to check that one out for sure.
Right?
The
Narrator
screw
says,
job in Montreal was huge.
Narrator says, oh my god, how dare someone dislike the stream.
It happened.
Yeah, that's cool. And Matthew says, what are your dog's name?
I got a Naxos, we've got an Argus, and we've got a Megara.
Can you guess the theme?
I can.
Oh, I wonder why. Matthew's like, crazy names, and he says, nope. Narrator says, I live on a whole farm.
Yeah.
So you have all animals
Right.
on a farm. What kind of farm? Like
He's the beef farm.
the bee farm?
Beef.
Beef?
Remember he said he lived on the cattle
Oh,
and he had a well and
narrator?
is that not?
Oh, I thought it was somebody else.
Oh, I could be wrong.
Hmm.
Kind of
Joseph's
animals you
like,
got?
either Game of Thrones or Lord of the Rings.
No, it's Greek mythology.
It's Greek mythology.
Megara was Hercules' wife that he killed in the fit of rage.
You know, like if you ever... Did you ever watch the cartoon Hercules, Disney's Hercules? The girl named Meg, her name was really Megara.
But anyways, so his wife's Megara. He lived in Argus. That's just a city in Greece. And then Naxos.
But Argus is more than that. Argus was the name of a ship.
The Argo of Jason and the Argonauts.
Mm-hmm. And the guy who built it.
Right. But most of all, he's just a city. That's kind of where we got it. And then Naxos is an island in the Mediterranean.
But
where Zeus hid from... What?
Go ahead.
From Cronus.
Right.
His dad.
Right. But Naxos' full name is...
Agamemnon.
Naxos. Which means King Naxos.
Yeah, King of Kings, Agamemnon. But we don't ever call him Agamemnon.
No.
Agamemnon.
No.
But that's the story of Troy. Agamemnon was the king of the Greeks. It's a really cool name. It's just too long.
Right.
You'd be calling him Ag. And then all of a sudden it looks like agriculture and then...
Narrator says, my mom just lets people board their horses here and does lessons. Well, that's cool.
Oh, well, that's way cool.
That's awesome. And Joseph's like, that was my second guess. Nice. Matthew says, Hercules, the TV show with Kevin Sorbo, is an awesome show, just like Lucy Lawless from which show?
Xena.
Yay! Which is the name of my brother's dog. Zeta.
That's pretty funny.
That's hilarious. And Joe Miller's like, I don't have school for weeks because of unicorn sprinkles.
Ugh.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Yeah, you can't say it. YouTube is making it so you can't put that.
So you can't even put it on there?
They asterisked it out on his comment. Yeah. We call it unicorn sprinkles here. Unicorn sprinkles. The Map Crow says, Zeus the wrestler from No Holds Barred the movie?
Yep. The human wrecking machine.
That guy. Matthew's like, Joe. Joe Miller's like, can't say because of YouTube. Yep. Matthew's like, Joe, sprinkles. Jim Ross says, Stone Cold. We might actually see Stone Cold in the last 2 minutes of the show. It might happen.
There's 12 minutes left. After this break, we'll get back. There'll be, 10 minutes left-ish?
Right.
11 minutes.
Yep. Matthew's like, yay, Xena Warrior Princess. Yep, exactly.
I need to watch those. We should binge those.
The Xena Warrior Princess?
And
those are actually
Hercules.
pretty good. Mm-hmm. Narrator says, Stone Cold is next. The Amazon truck with my beer in it is in my driveway. Nice.
And there you go.
Joe Miller says, but I have to do work, so that's not a good thing. Yeah. Work instead of going to school. Guess you could be on lockdown. where you can't even go to your job. Like, you're not a necessary place of business to keep our country going. So we're going to obsolete your business from working.
We'll see how it all works out. America's a lot different than every other country.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to work out so well for him. Joseph, like, a.k.a. Troy Lister. Joseph said Debo for Friday the movie.
Debo. Friday. That's Zeus.
Yes. Matthew says unicorn sprinkles. He spelled it different. Jim Ross says his name is Tommy Lister. The Map Crow says a.k.a. Tiny Lister was Zeus.
Yeah.
Right? Matthew says delete the obsolete. And Joe Miller can't wait for Steve Austin. Very exciting.
It's coming.
And Nero was
right
like,
now?
oh boy.
Is that next week? Next week, Brock Lesnar at the Performance Center. He's
Not talking.
He's probably never even been there.
Paul Heyman's going to talk for him. But as the Map Crow says, Thomas Tiny Lister Jr.
Drew McIntyre will be there next week. Maybe we'll have some matches next week.
Maybe.
I wonder if we're going to have any matches for NXT on Wednesday.
Matthew, that's inappropriate.
Uh-oh.
He said, what is Becky doing? Playing with the man in the boat?
Oh, no.
Inappropriate.
I know what that means.
Inappropriate.
That was my first sex talk I ever had when I was 12.
Inappropriate.
I'm like, what? My stepdad's teaching me about sex.
I can't help it.
It looks like a man in a boat. I'm like, what?
Don't forget Stan Hansen
I know
was
Stan Hansen.
in No Holds Barred, the movie. Matthew's like, Brock is an attraction. I can't do it anymore. I'm done tonight. That did it. I'm done. Jesus Christ.
Anyways, we got Stone Cold Steve Austin. Oh, he dropped his beer. Maybe he had too many beers
Oh, God.
before he went to reach for his beers. He's got two of them sons of bitches together. Oh, and he just fell. Maybe he really is drunk.
He's like, I'm having so much fun.
He's like, nobody's here. I'm going to go overboard. He's like, give me that son bitch I dropped. Oh, no, he has
Matthew's
a
like,
card.
Brock is an attraction.
He
A
has a
roller
card.
coaster does it. Joe Miller's like, oh boy.
Yeah, he's
Brock
talking
Lesnar.
right to the TV. I'm about to come out here.
I'm already out here.
He's drunk. Boom, 16th day of March, national holiday. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah! Oh,
Hell
yeah!
Oh no. What? He's gonna go beat up Brent Saxton.
Oh, Lord. He's all excited. He's like, yeah, I did it.
Okay, what is it about?
Tell us, tell us. Eight.
Oh god. Oh my lord.
Thanks for the participation. Oh my God.
What's that for?
anybody you want.
Anybody you want to beat up on 316, go ahead and do it.
Tough crowd. That's
There's
a 10. You like that one.
He threw away 3 of his cards. Burping's considered poetry.
Because you drink 24/7 out. It's happy hour 24/7.
He's throwing his cards out.
Your boss
Your
works
boss
for
works
you.
for you.
A 7? Like, you're right. Tough crowd. Beer instead of your morning coffee.
An 8.
Where 4-letter words are always acceptable.
A 5. Is he going to go lower? He's going to get Byron. He's going to get Stone Cold Stunner.
Yeah, he's all excited. He's getting his beers.
Byron Saxton about to face the music.
Matthew was letting us know that the little man in the boat was just rowing around.
Oh, God.
God. Oh,
What does this say? Oh,
are you still there?
there's a lot of literature just out. That's so there.
Do you still want to watch it? Do you want to continue watching? Larry said, Stan Hansen is actually from Jackson, Mississippi, and I actually went to his house one time because he was a neighbor of a friend of mine from church. Really nice man, Stan is. We talked about wrestling for a couple of hours.
That would be awesome. I like him.
And the map crow was like, who wrote this crap?
He had the big chew in his mouth, and he was like...
What the heck kind of a beer is he
It's
drinking?
his.
It's his beer?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know he... Broken Skull. Okay, I
Uh-huh.
see now. I didn't know he had his own beer. Broken Skull IPA. Jackass. Okay.
It's funny because the people that drink with him usually drink. He usually pours it out.
Oh,
Oh, God.
Lord,
I
he
think he
kicked
kicked
him.
him in the balls.
Oh, poor Byron. He's like, give me another beer. Give me another one.
Is he going to pour beer on him?
Why would he waste another
I
one
don't
like
know.
that? He's just going to drink.
This dude's just having fun.
That's kind of a waste of beer, isn't it?
It's fine. It's his.
I understand that, but it's just kind of weird.
It's what he did every match. Every time he came out.
He just drank beer.
Yeah,
Hey, look, it's
Becky
the
coming
man!
down with her cooler.
She's got her cooler. She's got a red cooler. What's she going to do with it?
She's
What's
going to
on
drink
it?
some beer.
Is it beer?
Oh, I guarantee it's beer.
She's like, sorry.
just
She
stepped on him.
just stepped on him. She's like, I need to step on you so I can come in.
See?
She's got her own of his brand.
Is she going to stunner him?
Last time I had you in the ring, you hit me with a Stone Cold Stunner.
She's drinking it. He's like, throw me more. He's like, here, have some more. No, he's like, no, you drink this. She's like really drinking hers.
She's like, oh my God, I don't know what to do with all these beers. Am I supposed to be drinking this right now?
See?
I don't think this is good for me.
Woo! And that's why people like him. Becky's like, I don't know if I can drink this much. She's swallowing and everything.
Oh, is he going to beat him up some more?
Yeah.
Poor Byron. Oh. Hopefully he didn't like that suit.
There it is. Bam! And bam!
Oh,
Going off air, Byron Saxton gets hit with 2.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, Becky's got the mic. That's what happens when the man comes around.
Jeez Louise. Oh, my goodness. Oh,
and
all
that's
right.
it.
And that was all. That was all they wrote. Anyway,
We had one match.
One match the whole night, yes.
Holy shit.
Joseph's like, Stone Cold is great, but the thing with Byron is kind of cringy, and he is about to get a stunner, which he did twice.
2 times.
And Zoe Trent says, stunner on Saxton. That's right, it happened. Matthew says, my neighbors are so loud that I use a blowhorn on them. Well.
That won't get the cops called on you.
Zoe says it got blocked by Briar Patch. Right? Yeah, well, usually what happens with USA, with Raw, they ended at 9. And done. Yeah. And narrator is like, one match at 10:18.
It's my new bandana.
Right? So, Matthew's like, don't piss off a wrestling fan.
They look like a sheep. I need another one.
You're a weirdo.
Why?
I don't know. You just are.
It was strangling me all night. Ouch.
Ayla's like, I have terrible neighbors too.
They're your brother-in-law. Are you talking about people outside your house or the ones downstairs?
They have neighbors now?
Yeah, they're Jordan's brother.
Oh.
Downstairs.
The one with 3 kids?
I don't think so.
Ayla, who's living with you guys under the stairs?
Under the stairs, Dante.
There is like, I'm going to go. Good night.
Yeah, we're all
Sweet.
going to take off.
We'll probably all be leaving here in a moment. Thanks for stopping by and watching with us, whatever it was.
It was awesome hanging out with all you guys tonight.
Heck yeah.
I mean, this
Totally
was a hard
awesome.
3 hours, too.
It was, but you guys made it so much better. Way better. But we will be back here for Wednesday for some AEW, hopefully.
We will. Why wouldn't we be? Oh, well, we'll be here no matter what.
Yeah.
We will see you Wednesday, 8 o'clock, no matter what.
Maybe not necessarily, AEW wrestling if they don't have it. But we'll find something. For sure. Definitely something. Joe Miller says, holy crap, was that a good scene of something? You moved it. And then people started saying stuff. Good scene, probably the best thing out of the whole show.
Oh, not even, hands
Right?
down.
Joseph's like, happy St. Patrick's Day, right? The Map Crow says, good night, happy St. Patrick's Day. And Nayla says, outside, but yes, the 17-year-old is in the separate apartment downstairs. And the Map Crow says, what? And Matthew says, Ayla, you don't get it. All hours. Luke says, time to go drink more now, right? Narrator says, I'll probably see you Friday for SmackDown.
All right. We will be here Wednesday if you want to hang out with us Wednesday, but
Yep.
8 o'clock and Friday, 8 o'clock.
Yep. So everybody be safe.
Be safe.
Wash your hands. Keep your 6-foot distance from others unless they are
Social distancing.
your loved ones you live with. Then it probably doesn't matter.
And then stay further away. Blame it on the social distancing.
Just was saying they'll have AEW and NXT, but without a crowd.
That's what I'm
Sweet.
thinking too.
That's what I'm thinking also. So Matthew's like violently create, and Ayla says the neighbors that park in front of my mailbox moved, so that's cool. Awesome.
That is pretty cool.
All right, everybody. Well, again, stay safe out there. Practice your social distancing. Take care of yourselves. Wash your hands.
Take care of your neighbors, old and young alike.
And
be respectful for other people.
And if you have extra toilet paper and you know someone in need, please share.
We will get through this together.
It will all be fine.
As a world at this point.
Yes.
I would say as Americans, but it looks like the whole world's in some deep...
Doo-doo?
Yeah.
Unicorn sprinkles.
Droppings.
They're in the deep unicorn sprinkles. All right, Glenn Hunt's like AEW Dynamite Wednesday night. Yeah, sure thing.
We will be here.
Joe Miller says, hope you guys have a great night. I will see
safe.
you guys in the next live stream that you guys make. Sweet.
Wednesday, 8 o'clock.
All right, everybody.
Have a good night, and thank you for watching Wrestling Gab.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.